Well, hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to OpenTTD Season 12. Oh, I hope you're doing really good tonight, everybody. I can see we've got a whole bunch of moderators in, as well as channel members, viewer plus subscribers, and all sorts. Hello, everybody. We had a brand new viewer plus subscriber today. So, well, I think they actually were the other day, but the messages come through for Sense Point. So thank you very much for jumping on board Viewer Plus. Hello, everybody, Steerpipe Sister and Jimmy Jones and Vadchuk and a whole bunch of other people. Welcome. Well, Panic Attack, that was one of my favourite robots from Robot Wars back in the early days. I love that name. That's great. But yes, we are here with season 12. We're not going to do the news and the hellos and the how do you do's. What we're going to do is we're going to jump into the gameplay, and then we'll take a quick breather at some point, and I'll update you on some really cool events and OpenTTD news and stuff that's been happening and going on recently. Yeah, how does that sound? I think that sounds brilliant. Oh, Steerpipe Sister would like a train whistle. Well, let's get a train whistle in on that. Here we go. There we go. And for once, this counter at the back is accurate at the moment. It has jumped. I'm running out of numbers. I keep having to get up and changing it. You guys are absolutely smashing the subs at the minute, so thank you very much. And, of course, smash the like button while you're there as well. So before we jump into the gameplay, I have the honour of introducing tonight's players. It's not just me in Season 12. Oh, no, no, no. It's Hostess T.
Hey.
How on a score out of 10, how well did I say it?
Well, I would give it an 8.
An 8? Oh, you know what? I'm happy with an 8. An 8 out of 10. And would you like to just briefly introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Actually, 10 out of 10 would be Hot Tea, but that's difficult. So I think we go with just the letter H. I'm not sure when I started playing OpenTTD, but it's been a while ago, and then I stumbled upon your channel, I think, since Season 1. Good old Cole.
Oh my goodness, good old Cole. Yeah. Wow. I went back to that series for my 10-year celebration because I was like, oh yeah, let's do something, go back. And the amount of terribleness on that network is ridiculous.
Well, to be frank, I think your second season was my favorite one.
Oh, right.
That was the one with Lincoln in it.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I think we had Lincoln in season 6 as well. It's appeared a couple of times. So welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy tonight, and we'll get you building stuff in our map, and we'll see how it's going. And we'll also introduce David. Hello.
Hi, that's me.
David, you're an expert on OpenTTD, right?
Well, for an expert in OpenTTD, you'd think I'd be better at it by now. But yeah, I've been playing TTD since the beginning. Transport Tycoon was released on my 10th birthday, according to Wikipedia. And yeah, ever since I had a demo from some cover disc or other, and then a friend was so fascinated with that, he bought it immediately on a CD compilation with Theme Park. So I've been at it on and off for however many depressing number of decades it's been now.
And you also produce your own OpenTTD videos as well, right?
I do, yeah. Among other things on my channel, I spend my time pulling apart OpenTTD to see how it works underneath, and that's one of my great fascinations.
Yeah, I always say, if you want a real deep dive, then your videos are spot on for that. If you get confused at the slightest amount of complexity, then perhaps not. But they are brilliant deep dives for people who are interested in that sort of thing.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I hope you like maximal length linear feedback registers as much as I do.
I have not dived into the code for OpenTTD. Well, scripting, yes, but I'm keeping myself at a distance because I know it's a rabbit hole I'm going to get lost in one day. But for now, we will just play it, shall we?
Let's do that.
And here we are. Here's some season 12. Oh god, chat wants another train whistle. We're going to have to put the price of these train whistle hoots up. Here we go. There we are. Of course, train whistles are available on the store, but don't buy them because there's a reason yet. There we go. Hello, and also hello to Twitch chat. There's a few people watching on Twitch. Hello, welcome. I'm not secretly a dev. Everybody thinks I'm secretly a dev, but never mind. Let's here we are. We're in season 12. This is what we're doing on this map. If you haven't seen what's going on, the short version of the story is that we have a big passenger network over here, a massive railway line splintering off that over this way. We've got a goods network slowly appearing in each of the corners of the map, ready to do what we were going to call it, ready to do a bi-directional goods network. That's what we're looking for. And tonight we may make some progress on that. Tonight we may not. You'll have to wait to see. Okay, I am definitely going to be doing some passengers, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to get the game on pause and we're going to start building. Here we go. So this coal network Joke built. I think it was last stream or the stream before, one of the two. And I don't really want the passenger network to crash into it, so I'm thinking we're going to need a junction not too far from Plondingworth Falls, and or we come the other side and we get a nice little junction in around a Rinningville. There's not a lot of space over here. It's quite tightly packed. There's a lot going on. Yes. Last stream, says Jokey. Yes, it was last stream. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a dev. I've done some work on some stuff. I tell you what, we have got to do though. There has been some Viewer Plus gifting going on, so maybe we should give them out before we carry on too far. How does that sound? I've got my admin page here. It's telling me we've got one left. Oh, hang on. New Viewer Plus subscriber. Fantastic. There we go. He's done it. I was just about to tell you what it was about to do. But we have a Viewer Plus gift sub come in from Laurel. Thank you very much for that. And in addition to that, you can see another person got Viewer Plus. That's because last stream I accidentally got Viewer Plus. The reason was I'm in the exempt list in the code, right? But I changed my YouTube handle at one point, and I needed to change it in the code, and that's how I ended up with Viewer Plus last week. So we got rid of that, and now we've got other people that have been picked up for Viewer Plus. So there you go, you got Viewer Plus. And if anybody's confused, the membership systems work like this. On YouTube, you've got the channel memberships. On Twitch, you've got Twitch subs. And Viewer Plus is my own system, kind of like Patreon. Bit like Patreon, except there's no third party. It's my own system. So there we go. Hope that explains everything. I have not been Viewer Plus for a week. I sorted that out. I fixed my code. Who should you thank? Insert Caffeine is one person who did the gift sub, and Laurel is the other person. Okay, so there we go. Viewer Plus has the best benefits, says DJ. I think that might be the case. Okay, now, how about this? Instead of trying to make a passenger network that straddles Plondingworth Falls, like kind of both sides, there's not much round this way, apart from the hills, right? Just hills. So how about we make Plondingworth Falls the southern point of the passenger network? Now, H, you said you were going to start building passengers up by Great Grimfingfield, was it? Or was you going to do... No, I'm getting that mixed up. You were going to be looking at cargo, right? Maybe steel? Yeah? Steel?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you chosen where you're going to start?
Yeah, I started up north, put in some labels, and I think before delivering the steel to the potential factory, I will sort out a few iron ore mines to actually produce steel. Ah,
yes. Okay, I see the steel out. You know what? I had labels turned off So I didn't see what you'd done. If I'd had them turned on, I would have noticed. The thing is that when I record some of my OpenTTD videos, I turn things off like labels and like kind of the little loading and income text. I turn things like that off sometimes as well. I have actually been recording a video, and in theory, it should be ready for Saturday. But you'll have to wait to see, everybody. Okay, that's good. And then the actual passenger network, David, you're working on that, aren't you?
That's me, yeah, up
Ooh.
at Great Greenfield Woods, up in the northish corner. Unfortunately, I've done some building, and the towns are absolutely furious with me at the moment, so I'm going to have to wait until I get back into their good graces again before I continue.
Yeah, it can be difficult because there's a lot of trees on the map already, so you can't like bribe them with extra trees very easily. And I've noticed you've gone for Metro.
Yeah, I've never played with this rail set, so I'm experimenting with it. If there aren't any suitable trains, I might dig it all up and start again. But yeah, I'm thinking of going with a radial kind of network out to Tinville and Tenningwell and Senningly and Nunthingwell.
That sounds
I'll see
really
where
good.
it gets me.
Well, if you're doing that, right, you're doing that little radial bit, okay, that's going to put some passenger stuff up there. And we've got the line that comes from Network 3000 down to Plonningworth Falls. Maybe the bottom of yours and the top of Plonningworth is kind of going to be the bounding box for the new passenger network.
Sounds good, yeah.
Kevin DeBee says, David sounds like a news reporter. Really pleasant to hear.
Oh,
we were talking about this before the stream. David seems to have a particularly good microphone.
Well, I'm down here in my studio, or the basement, as most people prefer to call it.
I would love a studio in a basement. That would be really cool.
Well, I'm using a Rode ENT USB Mini, is its name.
Oh my goodness, is that the same
And,
as mine?
It might be. That's how you sound like this. How words sound like when you pronounce them properly.
Oh yeah, that's the bit I struggle with. I don't pronounce anything properly. The number of times I have to redo an edit just because I've just mumbled 7 different words that shouldn't be connected together. Let me see. If I go to my own website, go to About Hellish, and scroll down, it gives the stats of my PC and the connected devices. Oh no, mine's not quite as posh as yours. Mine's the NT USB mini condenser.
Ah, okay.
Yes, so it's a nice one, but not quite as nice.
My ears have not evolved in a way that lets me hear the difference between a condenser microphone and a whatever the other kinds of microphone are.
Me neither. All I can tell is that any headset mic gets beaten by these easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right. A little less microphone talk for a few minutes while I actually build some rail network.
Yeah, trains are much more interesting.
Trains, we definitely need some trains. Oh no, I'm accidentally building Metro. There we go. I just use the convert tool. There we are. I do wish there was a convert tool for signals.
Oh yeah, you have to click if you make one wrong click, then you're just clicking for the rest of your life if it's a long line.
Oh, I'm mostly referring to the actual signal types. So, oh god, this junction isn't going to quite fit here. So, like, yeah, if you go for the old-fashioned semaphore signals and then you want to update them, then you can end up being a bit stuck, can't you? Oh, I'm not sure I'm going to have to... Oh, it's also... The polarity of the railway is the other way around as well, isn't it?
Drive on the right, is that right?
Well, obviously within your own network it doesn't matter too much, but if you want to match what everybody else is doing, the trains are indeed driving on the right.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. There we go. Right. Oh no, this is not good. I'm getting confused already. I'm also adding... Why am I adding semaphore signals? What have I been up to on this computer recently where everything is wrong? All my settings are wrong. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I'm on semaphore signals by default as well, and I never use those. So I wonder if it's a property of the server. I don't know.
I should change them as well.
I like them, but the problem is that I don't like changing them. Which is going back to that having to change everything thing again. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I forgot to press A before I pressed T. I'm just trying to figure out all these different bits and bobs. Does that actually connect up there? Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'll figure this out one day. One day I'll learn OpenTTD. I'm just trying to build a junction. I have no idea where this track's going yet. I'm just adding a junction. So we'll see. Yes, we did start in 1930. We're actually still before the normal start of OpenTTD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we are. DJX says there's a setting to automatically use semaphores before a certain date. That's probably the reason. Because we're before that date, that is probably the main reason.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Okay. So, folks, due to a brand new admin page, I can see how many of you have how many of you are recognized in YouTube and have your accounts linked to the website. I can see Wizard Brandon, Fran the Man, Joke, and Jackamak, and WeJW, and a whole bunch of other people that have got their accounts linked. Now, if you haven't got your account linked, your YouTube or Twitch username are linked to my website, you're missing out on Hellish points. So you can go to portal.masterhellish.net for all that information. And there's currently 130 viewer plus subscribers, apparently, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Now, I've already done 3 directions in this junction, and I say it all the time. The first 3 are the easy ones. It's the 4th one that is always the problem. But I've come to do so many of these junctions now that it's not too bad. Although I am working on a diagonal and this is a nightmare. Oh, diagonals. I mean, I could use a bridge, right? And that would mean that I don't have to use as much kind of land and space. But if I did that, I'd have to upgrade the bridge at some point. And I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see here. So, these trains are length 10, I think. If we give them a 6 corner with a kink, I think they'll be alright. Off the top of my head, I can't remember which deep dives you've done on your channel, actually. I know there's some that...
Let's think. So I started with how station names are selected. And then
That's a weird one to start with. There's like, out of all the technical information in the game, like breakdowns and how routing works, you went for station label names.
It's a nice, easy one to start off with, or so I thought at the time. And then there was keeping the local authority happy. And then something else I can't remember. Then breakdowns, which was definitely the big one that I wanted to solve and work out how to avoid them. And the answer is you can. And what else did I do? Then I did the tile update cycle. You see how when you look at farm fields, they have this random seeming pattern where the stuff will grow and be harvested and so on.
Yeah, we can see that on stream right now.
Yeah, there's a miracle of binary mathematics that goes into that the computer can work out a sequence of tiles to update without ever having to store anything. It just uses this formula that by some magic covers all the tiles on a map before looping back on itself.
Oh my goodness. That is magic, and that's the sort of clever things that people used to do in these games when they were programming them.
That's absolutely right. You had a couple of kilobytes to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and more recently I've looked at industries and how cargo is generated and how cargo is distributed.
Is my memory serving me correctly if I say you've done one about aircraft crashing?
I did do one about aircraft crashes, and
Yes.
it turns out that an aircraft's less likely to crash the more on fire it is.
Yes. So it's something to do with, like, if it goes slowly or something, then it actually is better or something. Because I often get asked, or people often get confused about if the aircraft will crash more often if it's broken down.
Yeah, it's funny because it's the game code intention has nothing to do with it being broken down or the reliability rating or anything, but by a knock-on effect of other things in the code, an aircraft is less likely to crash if it's broken down.
And if you want to know exactly how that's the case, you need to go and watch his video.
You lost me there.
It is fascinating. Yeah. I think I've missed one of yours, so I'm going to have to go back through the list and check them out. But I've managed to make a railway line and a junction so far, and I am missing a few signals, and I haven't put any stations or extra trains on it yet, but I feel like I've made a nice start. So let's come and see how you guys are starting off and how... Oh my goodness, there's track everywhere. Okay, here we go. So Great Grimfield Woods has a nice little station in it now, which goes up to the north. You've split a station in half, probably because of the transmission tower that probably isn't doing anything in 1947. When? Oh, actually, maybe it was in 1947. I don't know when the most broadcasts are going out. And I can see you've got stations all over the place. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, eventually there'll be trains going to them.
Oh yeah, that's what we like. We like the trains, don't we? Yes. Let's have a look. Or just read the OpenTTD code. Yeah, somebody did just make a joke at one point that they'd be able that if you could just parse the code in your mind, you wouldn't need to think about what to do. You should just be able to do it. And I was like, well, that's a lot of code. And it's not the easiest code to understand either, especially if you're used to more modern languages.
Oh yeah, I've never written anything in C++ by myself, ever. I learned on Java, and, memory management, you're the computer, you work it out.
Indeed, yeah. And garbage collection and all that. Oh, here we go. So, we've got somebody in chat here saying, want diagonal bridges? Upgrade to locomotion today. Yeah, essentially that is true. It's not going to happen in OpenTTD. I don't think it's ever going to happen in OpenTTD. It is in locomotion. There is OpenLoco. I recommend giving it a try. I made a video about it if you want to see more. Right.
Yeah, I tried locomotion again based on your video, and it's. I'm trying to think of. It's not bad. It is kind of bad, but it's a different game from Transport Tycoon. It's got trains in it, but it's very different.
I can see why I didn't call it Transport Tycoon 2, I suppose, in that way. But the thing is that if you compare Transport Tycoon and Locomotion and look at some of the technical things between the two, there's a lot of advantages. There's a lot of improvements. But in some ways, it misses a couple of marks. And I think that's the kind of the love-hate thing about the whole situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, you guys are building so much track. I feel like I should do a lot more than I am doing. Also, I'm just about to put my track into a massive lake. So maybe I can't come and join you guys because there's a lot of waterway. I forgot that we connected up the waterways quite some streams ago to make this massive waterway system. Maybe I can show the viewers on stream with the map view, and I can do some kind of diagrammatic zooming with my zoomy button. There we go, zoomy button. I like zoomy button. So I connected these waterways up so that essentially this whole pink section that I'm outlining right now is one massive body of water, and it is between where I am now and where I was planning on going. And it must have escaped me somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but it did. And that is a substantial body of water. I could obviously just bridge over it, right? I could find the small bits, and I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? Maybe I just don't go all the way. I mean, there's a lot, if we just switch colours, there are a lot of nice little towns in this area. So maybe if this is my line, can you see my line down here? Oh no, that's the wrong way. Down here, chat. So I'm thinking maybe if I just head up north and cross sort of here, I can like make a bit of network in around there and a bit on this side down the coast and just kind of connect that area up. I think that's probably best. Connect the world. Yeah, obviously we're going to connect the world overall. Of course, if you want to play this series, there's two main ways you can do it. You can either fill the form out, just like these two did, and come and join me live. That's perfectly possible. Or you can download the map and have a go yourself. Yeah, we're not doing bridges yet. It's connect the world, no shortcuts allowed. All right, Kevin DeB, you can come on and you can finish the job. Yeah, it's your job now. I will put some bridges in, though. We'll go bridges here. We'll put a big, sturdy bridge across the water. And you know what? Because it's a big, long bridge, I'll double it up. And I think I'll even do it properly. There we go. So the way to do doubling up of bridges properly, right? And I don't think I've ever demonstrated this in any of my tutorials before, is to have it wonky, right? So you start on one side, and then you split off one way. And on the other side, the side that you split off becomes the main line, and the other one merges back. And what this does, it makes the journey across each option equal length, right? And because they're equal length, it distributes the traffic better. If you just like split off one way and then split back again, one of them's going to be more direct than the other. Bridged one way and tunnel underneath. You can't tunnel underneath the water, unfortunately. We can tunnel at water level and stuff, and under rivers that are higher than sea level. This is sea level. We can't tunnel under this. We don't have that option. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry about that. We just don't have the option. So we got some bridges in there, and we've got our initial rail network here. We do need to connect them up, but Fort... Oh my goodness, what on earth is that town name? Fort Chondhattan Ridge is in the way. Now it can become part of the network, but I think we should go under it and then develop a network more around it. Yeah, the sea level thing, yeah. There's a feature you want, deeper level for under the sea. That would be nice, right? I've actually got a wish list of features that I want. Maybe I should make a video about it. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there is a load of ridiculous ones, like being able to rotate the map. That would require like rewriting pretty much everything. It's not going to be added to the game. I wouldn't include it, right? I'd only include things that are realistically possibly going to happen. Maybe. Now, I want to do some tunnels. And I was going to try and do them efficiently, like these bridges. But my tracks are together and I can't think off the top of my head how it's going to work. Also, I broke my glasses today. Look. I've only got one side. The other side came off. And it didn't just No, it's not. It didn't just disconnect at the hinge where the screw is. It actually just snapped off. These are the first pair of spectacles I've ever had in my life, and I have now destroyed them. So I'm going to have to go back to the optician sometime soon and sort it out. Actually, I need to take my car in for an MOT soon, and that's near the optician, so maybe I can get myself booked in at the same time. There you are. There's thinking for you. But for now, they mostly stay on my face okay.
Just used our last road vehicle.
Oh, what? Already?
There were 498 when I arrived, and I've just set out 2 trams.
Well, don't worry. We said that we were going to up the settings. I haven't done it yet. In fact, on the save that people are downloading, I think it's actually been set correctly to 5,000. But on our Season 12, I hasn't done it yet. So let's see. Limit. If you filter by lim, then you get the limit. So let's just put some zeros on the end of these numbers. There we go. I feel like we need to check in on the Zeppelins sometime soon as well. That'd be quite nice. But there we are. You can now buy some more road vehicles.
Thank you.
Yeah. Glasses look perfect. Well, the problem with this is that there's a big sharp metal bit sticking out on this side, so I'd have to take them down the shed and do some work on them. Yes. Triple tunnel under the town. Yeah, I think plenty of tunnels are needed. We will do a triple tunnel. I did push the tunnel a bit far. And I need to make sure... See, that goes up one there. That's ground level there. So I need to dig down slightly here, I think. The problem is the town's going to hate me very quickly. Unable to excavate land. Ah, you see, there's a piece of road there. And they hate me. Oh, well, you know what? Right. I could work around this, but I'm going to try bribing them. There we go. Bribe the local authority. They think I'm poor. Still won't let me delete that piece of road. Okay, let's bribe them again. Now they think I'm medium. Nope, they still won't let me delete that piece of road. Now they think I'm good. Okay, quick. Quick, put the tunnel in, put the tunnel in. Oh, wait. What? Why? What? What do you mean road must be removed? Oh, no, there's another piece of road in the way. Now they think I'm poor again. Right, you know what? I'm just going to move the tunnels for 1 square. All that bribe money's gone to waste, but never mind. There we go. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. I don't know how much these tunnels are costing, actually. Because I've hidden the icon that makes it show. Oh, 51,000 a tunnel. You see, if this was the beginning of a game, that wouldn't be cheap at all. Okay, right. Tunnels are in. And we can put signals on the end of the tunnels. Good. Okay. You'll be poor if you keep bribing. We've got nearly $1 billion in the bank account. I'm not actually worried about money at this point. OpenTTD does have that problem where you go past the point, at like a certain point, and then it's just, oh, I have all the money I could ever need.
Yeah, the gameplay lasts about 5 years,
yeah.
and the game lasts 100.
Yeah. I mean, there are a few ways around that. You could crank up all the settings and turn infrastructure maintenance on. That would probably help nullify some of that, or at least maybe delay some of that. But it's not default. That's not how it's done by default. There we go. Yeah. Base cost mod, that's something else you can do. You can make things more expensive. Alright, let's see. Can I go across this water and then not hit that oil refinery? No. So I'll put the wiggle in before the water. There we go. Now again, we've got a set of bridges. So I think, because these are short bridges, I'm not going to bother with a wiggle. There we go. So then, wave in chat if you heard my appearance on the Yogscast OpenTTD Jingle Jam. Did people notice? Did you guys find out? Did anybody have any sneaking suspicion that I was there with them? Well, not in person, but you know what I mean. In the OpenTTD-ness. Yeah, Brandon saw that. Yes. Maintenance costs are a good way to keep the game interesting. Yes, I think so. And also,
yeah,
I was going to say, I find doing challenges and stuff is another good way of doing it, because then it's not always about the money. You've got something else to overcome.
That's right, yeah. I was about to say the same thing, that I realised eventually that the making a profit isn't really the game. It's just about having a nice train set.
Yeah, if that's the challenge you set yourself. I've checked I've done speed run records and things before. I mean, have I come first? No, but you know, I've given it a go, and that was the fun of that.
I don't know if I'm unusual in the OpenTTD community, that I don't really like real-life trains all that much.
I would say that that's probably relatively unusual.
Yeah.
Yes. There is going to be a cross-section on both sides. You're going to have people that like trains, but don't like OpenTTD, and you're going to have people that likes OpenTTD, but not necessarily trains. Yeah, there's definitely going to be like a cross-section, isn't there?
My uncle in Germany, now, that is a man who is into trains. The He's got models all over the house, and I don't know if he plays Transport Tycoon. It sounds like his kind of thing. He used to, when we were on holiday in his house in Munich, he used to sit all of us children down in the kitchen and get his slide projector out, and he would project these boring photos of trains at us until we were comatose.
I see. So you could have liked trains, but due to your experience, you've been forced to not like trains. I see.
It's possible, yeah. But I love that there's something for everyone. There are people who are absolutely fascinated that they can see a 691-C from 1944 on a line if they stand around for 8 hours in the pouring rain. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Chat's going crazy with all sorts of things at the moment.
Have I ignited a civil war?
No, they're talking about all sorts. So we've got some people say, we got here, it seems like the Yogscast had an OpenTTD dev doing some of the live mod script shenanigans. I'm not a dev. Well, I devved the mod that they were using. But yes, why? I don't think that counts as being a dev at all. That is still my opinion. But in any case, I will enjoy adding to the game, and it's nice to have like my mod in the actual game now. You can get it from the browser, online content browser. Let's see. You're not surprised that there was an OpenTTD section in the Jingle Jam. Yeah, I mean they've done that every year so far. Will they keep doing it forever? I don't know. I'm at least 98.3% sure I'm not an OpenTTD dev. That's right, Jake. I'm pretty sure I'm not a dev. I've got to get this railway line past this stunt bridge town. I think I might put a wiggle in and move it to kind of like here. Yes. Because this is like a bit of a main line that I'm going to have a load of other things coming over, I'm going to make sure that the land height is appropriate. And I think that river there can just go away. It's fine. I'm not worried about that particular river. And we can just build across there. There we go. Right. So H, how are things going for you? Let's check it. Oh my goodness. Right. Okay. There is some track.
Yeah, I just looked at the map, how far down the coastline I am, and it's just the tiniest layer.
Well, you know what? I looked at the railway line. I thought that's humongous, but then you're right. It's like roughly about a sixth of the way down the edge of the map. Yeah. So it is obviously an impressively big track, but still. So you're going to be using this line to connect in as many iron ore mines as possible, right?
Yes, but then I also think that this line can function to ship up. What's it called? Grain and livestock to the
factory. Ah, yes, I like the sound of that. Oh, you'd need obviously some sort of junction. I think I just spotted one of the OpenTTD devs in chat. Come over to the dark side and write some C++. We'd love to have you. I only have experience with C# so far, but then again, I'd never touched Squirrel until I started doing other things for OpenTTD. So, yeah. Have you got any trains yet? You haven't got any trains yet, have you? No trains.
I leave the difficult parts for you, like trains and depots.
Am I just here just to do everybody's intermediate parts or something? I have no idea. Right, okay. Well...
Yeah, sure, because we are here to mess everything up and you have to live with it.
What did I let myself in for Season 12, eh? What did I let myself in for? Right, you continue building your beautiful line and let me know when you get a train on it. I'll come back then. I can see that we've got some trams go. Is it trams? Yeah, some trams going in some of these towns. So we've got metro, we've got trams, we've got freight lines. I'm building a passenger service somewhere. I've lost where it is. Here it is. Somehow I've got to connect these two lines up. And, oh, wow. We've got a channel membership here renewed in chat. And it's almost a year. Has it been a year since I turned on channel memberships? Well, I suppose... This is weird though, because it's saying, oh, that's your right. So you've got a 6-month run, and you've been a member for 10 months. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much for channel memberships. We'll check if anybody's done any Viewer Plus gifting as well later. There we go. Yeah, I suppose so, because it has just been just over a year since I started doing content creation full time.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's been quite the experience. There's been a lot of challenges that I've had to overcome, and a lot of interesting things, and I've had a lot of support from not only the community but from other content creators too, because I had a lot to work out. I thought it was going to be different. You know, the difference between doing something as a hobby and doing it as a business, that there's a big difference, right? But I think I slightly underestimated how big of a difference that was. Not much, a little bit. I spent probably about the first 4 months floundering around, improving processes and the way that I did things and the way that things were organized, just so that I could have the throughput and the efficiency to be able to actively work and do it properly, you know?
Yeah, it's nice to have that experience and that foundation.
Well, yeah. I mean, it would have been very difficult to go from 0 to full-time content creating. To have like the years behind that to then build on top of was definitely a well welcomed. Oh, you're just happy to be part of the community. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad I have such a fantastic community. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I have now built my railway line to the point that oh, hang on, I think some of my signal's the wrong way around. Yes, doesn't count as a mistake. It was just a misclick. There we go. I have to say that, otherwise the moderators will keep counting up and display it on the screen, which just to shame me. So I've got my line in. My line is kind of going to be the backbone of the brand new passenger network, okay? And and it is connected up to the cross line. I don't know if we named this line that Kevin DeB put in, but oh, thank you very much. Another super chat. It's much appreciated. I'll pop your super chat on the screen for you. There we go. But yes, and now I need to figure out what stations I'm going to connect up and how, because at the minute I've done nothing. So, chat, shout out if you want this connecting up in a certain way. We've got a brand new Viewer Plus subscriber. Brand new. Why is that not showing up on the screen? Or did it and I missed it? MC, thank you very much for becoming part of Viewer Plus. Yes, greetings everybody. Right, yeah, I definitely need to plan which... Oh, look at this. Right, Compton, that needs a station. Definitely, because what we can do is we can bring in people from Tondam and Mundin Hatton Springs and Tendington and bring them in by either bus or tram and have them all connect up lovely. You think there's delay on the stream announcements? It could be. Bear with me a moment. I'm just going to double check something. No, not that. Here. Yeah. That. I think we've got... You see, if somebody subscribes because of a gift sub, it won't pop up the message on the stream. It will only say it in chat. So let's just check something. There we go. Oh, it does say that we've got Viewer Plus gift subscriptions being processed. There we go. New Viewer Plus subscriber. Fantastic. A friend of the man gave a gift sub and Coding got it. So there we go. Thank you very much for that. That one's working. Right. Yes, my railway line. I'm going to put some stuff in over here. Let's do it. Let's do this. Big train stations. Let's use the standard stations and we can upgrade them to British Rail. The British... Not British Rail. British station platforms, if I could...
That's a significant downgrade.
Oh, it is. And you know what? I'm going to start with the British stations platforms. I'm going to do this relatively properly in the first place. We're going to have a 6-track, 11 length? Let's make it 12 in length so that then we can do the slopey bits and buffer stops. What? Local authority refused to allow it. All right, well, fine. Right, whatever. I'll fix that. The local authority will love me sometime soon.
Or else.
Yes. Just if there is a developer from the OpenTTD dev team in chat, and you wanted to give me a little DM, let me know when version 15 might be coming out so that I can plan my video properly. That would be appreciated. And if you deliver it on Christmas Day, I will be annoyed because they've done it before. What happened to the viewer plus count on stream? We don't have it in this view, right? We have it here. And we have it here. But when we're in the game like this, we don't show the count of viewer plus. Right, I've got to somehow get this track and this track down and in. And these ones out. Oh, God, which way round do we do this? Everybody's guessing about version 15 now. When anybody asks me, I say, look, it'll come out when it's ready. Deal with it. And then there's me trying to find if there's a developer that can tell me if it's coming out anytime soon because I can't deal with it.
Have you played the betas?
I have had a little go at the betas, yes. I've done some relatively extensive testing on one of them because one of the scripts I'm working on requires a feature from some of the betas. There we go. Right, how long is that line? Length 8, 9, 10. Right. I think I've figured out the design of this station, even though it's backwards. Thank you very much, everybody, for making me do everything backwards. There we go. What's new in version 15? Well, when version 15 comes out, you'll have to watch my video and find out, won't you? That's how it works. That is exactly how it works. Right. So we'll put a signal here, a signal here, and a signal here. There we go. It's amazing, like, people that are used to the more old-fashioned signals and not the path signals, and then I'll do a short where I put a single path signal before the entrance of a big station with loads of junctiony bits. And they'll be like, where's all the other signals? You need more signals, it won't work. And I'm like, well, actually, yeah, it will. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That signal will control all the flow into the entire station. You don't need to worry about it. And they and you can tell that they're a little bit confused about that. Oh, no. The first station I put in, the track goes straight towards where I've got my track going underground under Fort Chond-Hatton Ridge. So not only do I have to put a station at Chond-Hatton Ridge, I have to then get a junction to go to the other place. Never mind.
It's a hard life being a transport entrepreneur.
Yes. Steerbite Sister's like, I still hate signals. I mean, it's legitimately possible to play the game without any signal. Oh, is that a challenge? The no signal OpenTTD challenge. What do we think, people? I mean, personally, I think it sounds horrendous, but people might like the idea.
I mean, I used to play entirely without signals. I just connected point to point to point to point.
Yeah, it's one of those challenges where there is... I've had this chat in the Discord before, but like challenges can be completely almost pointless because there is one relatively simple solution that just gets around that particular part of the challenge, and then you're just playing a game of OpenTTD. The challenge has to have the right level of challenge, which makes it difficult, and you have to work at it, but it has to be possible, and it has to be between those two things.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Okay, I won't say anything more than this, but I did actually get a DM. It's appreciated. Thank you very much. Right. I was mostly joking, but thank you very much. It is appreciated. Yes, so I've got the station in. I've got the track heading straight towards the station. I think doing 2 relatively simple junctions, one either side of the station, is a starting point, and then worry about the extra track, right? Yes. Let's say yes, chat, shall we? Right. Let's use the let's use this kink over here, and then we'll come and check on H and David and see how things are going.
Oh, I've got to get things smartened up by the time you do that.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll be we're giving you marks out of 10 and stuff. Right. So I can fix this quite easily by moving. Oh no! That. We'll do the diagonal. No estimated cost. Thank you very much. I want the actual thing to be laid. There we go. Right. So if I put a tunnel in here. Oh, that fits quite nice. Look at that. Okay. But that doesn't solve all my problems. That just kind of solves half of them. So that splits the track in 2, so they can either go through the station or under the town. And I think we might need a waypoint to help guide them if they're not going through the station. But we'll cross that tunnel when we get to it. I was going to say bridge, but it is a tunnel. And then we'll do something. Oh yeah, this bit's easy. I've been overcomplicating this bit. That's what clever people do, you know, chat. There we go. I have got this iron ore mine in the way, though, so I'm going to do the outside track first. There we go. Because then we need to remove 6 bits there and get my tunnel in. There we go. Oh, gold. There we are. That's the point. I was going to post on the OpenTTD Discord and let the community know about my video that I did where I interviewed the developer of the Hog AI. That was very interesting to do. And I have, well, they did reveal the proper name and where the name came about. Obviously, you'll have to watch the video to find out, of course, wink wink. But yeah, it's not the origin I thought it was for that particular AI. I was about to say the interview was great. Yes. Yes, I thought it was great as well. Not just because I did it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just thinking that like it was just so good to be able to do it in the first place, let alone anything else. I was honoured that they were able to give up their time. Right, there we go. So I don't think I've messed up anything yet. That station works, but we need a return bit. So, oh no, the signals... No, I've done it so that the trains can't turn around. Right, I'm going to let chat decide on this one. We're going to do a vote. Right, so get yourself on the portal. If you haven't got an account at masterhellish.net, set an account up, it's free. Then you can log in on the portal and take part in these sorts of votes, right? So, I'm going to say how. Are we going to be able to have it reverse? Hang on, I missed that. Let's try again. So, reverse. Or straight through only. There we go. I've added them onto the portal now. You can go to the portal and vote. If you're already on the portal and you don't see the vote, just refresh the page. Now, while I'm working on that, I have to now split this up to go one way and the other and connect into what's already there. And I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Oh my goodness. Why do I set myself these ridiculous challenges? I suppose it keeps it interesting for me. I deliberately do things that I think are going to be difficult. Like, I could have just not had a station here and just gone onto this town and ignored it. But no. But yes. Okay. That's fine. Right, I'm coming up. Right. First of all, H, how's your railway line doing? Have you got any trains on it?
No, but I have a junction.
You have a junction. Oh, right. Where's the junction?
Yeah.
Oh, there. Okie
Yeah.
dokie. Right. So you've got the ability for a train to go out and round and come in. And they can only come in on the outside line.
Yeah.
And a
Should
train
help
that's
with
on the
that.
outside line already can skip inwards if the outside line is occupied. Okay. But you don't have that on the exit. But that will stop trains just switching over to try and get out there, I think. Oh, you've got a switch before that. Oh, yeah, that's all good. Yeah. Laurel says, I'm more tempted to make an industry set, but I can't I can't art for toffee. Well, if you want to, a group of people on my Discord are trying to get together to make a community industry set themed on the Master Hellish community. So if that's something you might want to take part in, come over to the Discord, go down to the OpenTTD mod dev channel, and we have a thread for it. And the project manager is Steerpipe Sister. And they're going to be sat there going now, no, Hellish, why did you volunteer me for that? They didn't volunteer, I've just told them they're doing it. Signals before the platform. Don't need signals before the platform. Oh, hang on a minute. I don't. Oh, I think you were talking about something else. Maybe you do. Right, well, you need to get some stuff coming into this steel mill, otherwise it might shut down.
Yep. Just added the temporary depot.
And we don't have a factory yet. Shall I put the factory in?
No. We'll just do iron ore and steel for now.
Right, okay. Well, no, you need... Hang on a minute. Delivering iron ore will not stop it shutting down. You have to take the steel, right? Yes.
Don't ask me. I'm writing this video just now.
Are you doing industry production, are you?
I am, yeah. I've done how cargo gets distributed. I actually started wanting to do industry production, and then I found out more and more things that I needed to know before I knew about industry production. So I went into station ratings and how cargo gets distributed, and industry production by itself, and how industries open and close. And eventually I'll build my way back up again, and I'll find out what that is.
Yeah, I think I did a video that does like a little bit of a high level of that, but I'm not. It's a very old video. I know. I was thinking about making a video about that, but it would be a much broader video that is more about maybe how you would design your stations to make sure you're picking everything up and all of that sort of thing. So I think the two videos would go very nice hand in hand.
Definitely.
Okay, so H, you've got an impressive railway line, you've got a nice little junction, and you actually have a station at an iron ore mine. It's probably the worst iron ore mine on the map, but...
I think it was the closest. I didn't
Well,
check.
Let's have a look. So, as of version, I think 14, we now have extra filters in the industry section, which is absolutely fantastic. I can't remember if some of these filters were already here or not, but there's definitely things that were added in version 14. And if we go to produced cargo iron ore, so we just get the iron ore mines, and then sort by production and switch it over so we see the worst ones at the top. Oh, actually, there's some out there that are producing 12 tons. So your 40 is actually not too bad. If we fill my screen with 40s and look at the scroll bar, it's actually kind of roughly a third. So it's like in the grand scheme of all the iron ore mines, it's at 33% of the production of what the maximum. What's the maximum? There's one here going at 702 tons. But that is having stuff transported out of it. So the highest one that isn't having stuff transported is Rainfing Field Iron Ore Mine at 171 tons. No, wait. No, that one's been... there's the one next to it. Prondingbury Iron Ore Mine, 180 tons. That's a good one. Yeah, you need a small loco with a single wagon. I mean, to be honest, I just ignore it until it closed down if it was 12 tons. In fact, I think it might have closed down because there's no 12-ton ones left there at all now. There's only 18s. So either they all went up or they all closed down or something. I do have a stat tracker script, which I did have installed on this game save. And then I broke it by changing the name of the script. So it's not in season 12 at the minute, but I am going to fix that. I was going to try and fix it for this stream, but I didn't. You've got a train.
Yeah. And
H's first train, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, let's make sure I'm back on the server. There we go. Well, there we go. More trains coming in. And then, of course, David, have you got any trains? Yes, I see a little tiny train.
I do, yeah. I forgot that metro trains were only 1 tile long, so I've basically built Wembley Stadium as my metro station. But I think what we can do is convert all that into big railroad track, and that'll eventually become a goods line or something.
Hang on a minute. Which metro train have you got there?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what these trains are. Just give me a big one that'll give me enough power to get to Frunfing Bridge before the subsidy expires, and I'm happy.
You've got a popular... right, okay. Yeah, they are 1 in length. Can you join them together? You can join them together. Right, so because they're engines, right, every car on a metro is an engine. So in OpenTTD, it puts it as a brand new vehicle. But then you can just stack it together like you could.
Yeah,
like
you can join them. Yeah.
We were doing the OpenTTD live tutorial that I do once a year after the Oddscast live stream on Monday night, which finished at 1 a.m. Yay for me. And we made a train entirely out of engines, which I'd never done before. It was, I think, a 10 or 7 length train. It was just engine. It had really good acceleration, but pointless for anything.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's get rid of that train. Okay, so you can get longer trains if you want to, right? I see.
Okay.
Or you could shrink the size of the stations, or both.
Yeah, I think it's good to have that space reserved because I'm hoping that eventually Great Grenfield and Quarnpool Bridge and Brinham and Feedingbury will combine together like some sort of Power Rangers robot. And Great Greenfield Woods, the station, will be in the middle of it all, and I'll get all the passengers and mail and goods drop-offs that I ever need in a lifetime.
Yeah, you'll end up as one megatime. If we go not far away, we've got Grunway-on-Sea, and that's just managed to envelop into Pletbird Springs. And I don't know how many people are... Oh, there's not many people at the dock now. I thought my ships would be not sufficient, but I think what's actually happened... is that my buses are not sufficient. We've got 2,000 people waiting at that bus station, 1,600 people waiting at that bus station, and thousands of people waiting at these in the town. So I need to upgrade my buses. So let's have a look here. So if we... Oh, they're all old. They're all old and breaking... Right, we need to do some vehicle replacing.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go into vehicles, manage list and replace vehicles. There we go. So the bus can be replaced by a bus. Oh, I haven't got a new bus yet. So they just need to be replaced like for like. Why are they old then and not getting replaced? Ooh. Okay. Have they only just become old? Let's have a look at their stats. It's a warning. They're 11 years old out of their maximum 12. Do you guys prefer buses or trams? They like trams better. Says Claudio Speed. I like both. I like to use a mix. I'm not sitting on the fence deliberately there. I actually genuinely like both and like to use a mix. Just double checking if I've missed anything in chat. Da. Okay. Yep. Oh, sounds good. Right, let's go to the portal and find out which. Oh my goodness, this vote was a very close vote. I'm going to end the vote.
Fantastic.
Okay, so 8 people in chat voted for my trains to have to reverse. 9 said for straight through only. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's 9 people. That station is so much easier to build. But I do need to look at these vehicles. Let's have a look at the game settings and do a replace. So auto-renew when vehicle gets old is on. So it will happen when it gets near to its end of life. Now, there is a when that happens setting. And I can't remember. It's not replace, it's renew, isn't it? So let's do auto... Or here we go. Auto renew when a vehicle is 6 months after its maximum age. Oh, no. No. I want that to be 6 months before. Can we do -6? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's brilliant. The devs have accounted for that. If I put -6, it says 6 months before. Fantastic.
I always thought that was a weird default for that option, because you get bothered with the aging dialogue, but then you get them replaced anyway.
Yeah, I guess it's so that you can choose to kind of do them early if you want to.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, if you change the default game settings so it was auto replaced before you would get the notification, the whole vehicle getting old game mechanic would just disappear out the window.
Oh, I love that.
Just turned out breakdowns off, put money on infinite. You got to draw a line, right?
Just build it for me.
Yeah. I have that joke with Brandon in Minecraft. There's certain things he's like, oh, I like this mod or that mod or something, and I'm like, why don't you just like right click to Minecraft? Okay, I'm going to get some more vehicles. We're going to get the vehicles up to 70, and we're going to get the mail trucks up to 35. Because that's roughly the ratio that you get available in these towns. Let's have a look here. So it says we've got 7,000 passengers and 3,000 mail available. So even though it's not exact, it is close-ish to a third. Although, having said that, Dev here, I had no idea negative numbers worked in OpenTTD until 30 seconds ago. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I mean, in my mind, the logical, like, in that setting, because presumably most people just click the buttons, right? But when you click on a thing, you get to type it in. So the thickness on the... Can I get negative thickness on the lines? I don't think you'd be able to do that. No, even if I press the minus sign, it doesn't work. So it's obviously a setting that only accepts negative figures for certain settings, right? So it has been well done. It has been well made, and so, oh my goodness, unlike my station, look at all these buses that are all clumped up. Although I did add like 10 billion of them to the network, so well, I'm going to give them a little while to spread out, and then I'll come back afterwards. But we probably do actually need to add some more stations. Yeah, we need to add some more stations. Okay, here we go. Let's add the more stations. So let's do a station here. So I don't really do spread stations anymore for the collection of zonage. Also, I think some of these are just no, they are passenger and mail. That's fine. I tend to actually just transfer everything now. It's just so much more fun. Right. So then we want to go to this station, to the dock, to this station, and to the dock. And the dock needs a transfer and leave empty, and a transfer and leave empty. So that's happened on all of the buses. And then we do the same for all of the mail trucks, because I like to have them on separate shared orders. I can't remember if you can have them on the same set of shared orders or not. There we go. Docks, dock, dock. Fantastic. There we go. So I have thoughts. You know how I did a Q&A with the developer of the HogXAI. I thought it might be nice to actually sit down with an actual OpenTTD dev or two and do a little bit of Q&A with them maybe sometime. I know they've done a few Twitch streams in the past. They've been quite fun to watch. But I don't know. Maybe they would reach out if they felt like that's something they would want to do.
I would love to hear from them.
I know the community would love it. I don't even have to ask the community if they would like that. They just go nuts for it, I'm sure. Right, this ridiculous station here. The chat said that I don't have to reverse the train, so I don't need to actually change this station any more than I already have. So I just need to connect this track in a way that the trains can go north and south, and maybe even to this station as well. And I don't know how I'd do that. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to get rid of that bit of track, and I'm going to lower the land because it feels like the right thing to do. I could be wrong. And then I'm going to bring this diagonal out one more, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is so that I can then get a version of that line underneath the other one. If that makes any sense, chat. Probably not. And then I think I'm going to bridge this. Okay, I'm going to do a bridge. I've dug too much line out. There we go. So I can put a bridge in like this. It's nice and compact. We can just chop the top of that hill off, and there we go. We've got a line which should allow us to head out down this way if we want to. Okay. Well, that's one bit, right? I have no idea how I'm going to do the... Oh, okay. So this diagonal, if I move it one the other way, we can do something similar. I like to design these things modularly. I don't like to try and like come up with a design or copy somebody's design and go, oh, there you go, I've done it. Or it's like in Minecraft. I never... Okay, hang on. Almost never do a block-by-block build of somebody else's design. I'm trying to remember the thing that I did actually do as a block-by-block, but I can't remember what it was. I look at people's like farm designs in Minecraft and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is the core thing that they're doing, which is the mechanic of the farm, and that's why it works. And then I'll take that idea and I'll move it around, things like that. Let's see. Why have signals before the platforms? You don't need them. Oh, actually, it's even bad to have signals before the platforms, because then the signal that splits the trains down the 3 tracks can't see if the platform's available. I did it just for being pretty and making things nice and even on both sides, but it's actually a bad thing. We'll get rid of them. Cheers, egg. Yeah. Imagine you copy a block-by-block design of something like a cobblestone generator. Yeah, people do that. I mean, complex ones, yes. Right, so here we're going to do something very similar. So I want this track to be able to go over here, so I'll delete those bits. And because I've got more room here, I'm not going to use a bridge. I'm going to use tunnels, because then I don't have to upgrade them. Because I'm lazy. Nah, well... No, I'm not necessarily lazy. I've got other things to do, let's say that. There we are. So, that's going to have to go down in land height. How am I going to do that neatly? Probably just cry. No, there's not much I can do. The good news is, oh no, it's up in land height. Oh, it's a kink and it's up in land height. What's going on here? Right, okay. Just trying to get my head around the polarity of the railway line. And we can go under here. You know what? This is not turning out to be too bad, but there's one fatal thing that I haven't taken into account yet. And I'm refusing to even acknowledge it. So if you guys want to shout in chat what you think that is, then let me know. Master Hellish, the MPS road vehicle takes almost 50% more passengers compared to mail. That is true. So if the town has a 7:3 ratio, you should have a ratio. Yes, the ratio of vehicles is different. This is the same when it comes to trains as well. Like the number of people that you can get on one carriage is different to the amount of mail you can get on one carriage. And I did actually set up a spreadsheet once that showed that, but I think I accidentally deleted it. But yeah, every basic couple generator is a block by block copy of another one, right? Oh, you've been discovered. Who was that?
Oh, I didn't think it would show you. Yeah, that was me. Because the actual chance, programmatically, of being discovered is 1 in 14. But the real chance is just whenever you don't want it to happen.
And of course, I've got a screen grab facility on my touch portal, which means I can press one button and just hold the screen at that moment in time forever. So that message is just going to stay on stream until we figured out who it was anyway. So there we go. Are we using cargo distribution? No, I like myself. I'd only use it if I hated myself. No, that's not true. I did use cargo distribution in season 6. It was interesting, but we're not using it in this season. Yeah. You want an exit signal before the platform. I don't want any signals before the platform. Do we need to counter for failed bribes? Could do. Problem is we've had quite a few and we haven't been counting them so far. Or maybe failed bribes this stream. Okay, so I think because of the way that this land works and what's going on here, I should be able to just bring this track up and join it. Oh, almost. Okay, let's just take the corner of that land out. There we are. Hang on a second. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not going to vocalize that, but okay. Right, now, I need to try and do this neatly, and I don't think it's going to happen because there's a tunnel in the way. But if I get rid of the tunnel, which I like, and put in a bridge that I don't like, it still doesn't fit. I could put a kink in. Or the other option is that when we change land height, we change land height in the other direction. Plane crash.
Oh,
Whose plane was that? 5. Oh, it's a tiny little one at Denningville. Little aeroplane has crashed there. It's a little aeroplane on a little airport, so it doesn't have the. What is the ridiculous amount? I think it's off the top of my head. I can't remember. I think it's like 72 or 75 times more likely for a large aircraft to crash at a small airport.
it's a lot more likely, yeah.
It's a lot more likely.
The maths is complicated because if there's a chance, and the chance is rolled for every frame that the aeroplane is on the runway. So it depends on the speed of the plane and everything. And
yeah, I mean, on the wiki they've got some like percentages, and I'm pretty sure they're just like rounded estimates or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And that's what I used for my calculations to get the like 70 odd times more likely to crash. There we go. There we go. So now, because I've gone down the land height in the other direction here, that's brought the line over and I can get my tunnel in. There we go. Here we go. It's all coming together now. Boop. Right. I mean, I've been moaning at H about getting a train on their line. I haven't got a single train on my line yet. So let's go see how things are going. I have no idea. It's almost like I'm hosting a live show at the same time, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Hang on a minute. There's a bit of a thing here I need to double check. I often get notifications through live streams, and as a general rule, I tend to ignore them. But I tend to glance across the notification screen in case something pops out in my mind as potentially, what's the word, like time sensitive or particularly important. But something did come across. I think it's an old notification, so I'll ignore that. What I will say is that we've got an event coming up. Okay, I think this is a good time to mention it. We've got a good number of people in the chat, and you guys are going to probably want to know about it because it's an OpenTTD public multiplayer game and other stuff. So listen out to this. It's that time of
Okay,
year
for you two,
again.
I'm rolling a VT.
chance to relax,
Oh, they can
unwind,
still hear
and
me on the mic.
celebrate
Sorry.
the season together. So join me for the festive partyathon, a cozy holiday stream full of games and giveaways and good times with the community. We'll begin with just 1 hour on the clock, but as the stream goes on, you can help extend it up to midnight. We'll be running a public game of OpenTTD, and also jumping into some community party games too, and enjoying this yearly tradition of coming together at the festive time. So tune in, jump into the games, and enjoy the festive fun stream. So yes, everybody, that's right. We are going to be having a big stream on Saturday, December the 13th from 3 o'clock UK time. It's going to be great fun. We did something like this for my birthday back in September, and it was great to get together with the community to do this sort of big event. And the support that comes from that event is very, very cool. And this time, we're going to have Viewer Plus gifting, which we didn't have last time. And also, I was going to announce this at, on Saturday, but I'll tell you guys now, seeing as you're here anyway, chat, eh? We're going to have every hour that we go on for, we're going to spin the wheel, and a potential thing could happen. We're going to have some milestones. One of them is I could end up with my hair being sprayed red. One of them is a confetti cannon, and we've got game giveaways and a few other things as well. So it could end up being not just a brilliant game of OpenTTD, but a lot of fun too. So make sure you come along. But let's have a look at the trains. What we got? So we have, at the moment, 6 trains going down the track for this iron ore drop off into the steel mill. And so far, they're all the bleeding money. They're terrible. What's going on here?
We do have enough money.
Well,
So-
yeah, that's true. The iron ore mine has gone down from 40 tons to 32 tons for some ridiculous reason. I have no idea why. And then you've got a second one, I think. And maybe a third. Okay, so the second one is 64 tons. And I'm just going to try and find the other one just by looking. Okay, the third or fourth is 63, and the other third or fourth, they're all quite low round here.
I did not check what they're producing. Just...
No, yeah. Well, they will go up over time, so that's okay. You obviously didn't send out the geologists. I think that's what the problem was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You need to send out the geologists first, or am I just thinking of Settlers 3, which we're streaming tomorrow night from 8 o'clock. So if you want to see a different game, a really cool, fantastic retro game, come and join in, because we're going to be doing the 3rd mission in the Settlers 3 campaign. God,
Nice transition.
Yeah, I'm getting good with these segues, aren't I? It's almost as if I've been doing this for 12 years. Right, I should probably get some trains. Now, the only problem with this junction is that the trains from Cotton Woods can't actually go to Fort Condhattan Ridge Woods. Okay. I mean, I'm not worried about that, but maybe chat is. We've got a station here with quite a few thousand people in it, so that is fine. We'll get that hooked in. I think we need a station a little bit further along, and then I'll get some trains. Oh my goodness, this is going to have to be a mega station, isn't it? Slungfingford, Fringfing Bridge, Setford. Right, this is just going to be one massive station. How big of an efficient station can I build? Mega station time. I need to think about this a little bit. I'm going to go into drawing mode. Right, we've got one line coming in and one line coming out, right? But you can't fill up that many platforms with one line coming in. Even if you've got train after train after train after train, there's only a certain amount of throughput you can get down a line, right? So there's only so many platforms we can fill up. So there's not a massive amount of point in having a ridiculous number of platforms. I think it might be good if we did a row here for a change. Yeah. Okay. So, because of the layout of the track, I think what we'll do is we will have the station sit something like this. And then all of the exits from the station can then just kind of go into one track. Right? I can dual up the main line. That can be an upgrade. That's if you can join the live stream and you can come and dual up the main line. There goes the town ratings. Oh, there goes the town ratings. Oh, I bet all that land was in the area of influence. Never mind. And then we can have the other track go around the outside. So let's get a station in. We will do... Should we do an 8-tracker? Must remove railway track first. I thought you could build track stations. Oh, it's probably because it's got signals on it. I think if it hasn't got signals on it, you can build it. So we'll do it 12 length, 8. Oh no, the local authority let me do it. That was Fring Bridge. What you got to remember, folks, is that the local authority has a zone, and it only complains about stuff within that zone, right? Now this one's got a bit of a wonky zone, so it'd only been the bit of hill under this area of the zone that it did. Just do a through station. I mean, this is going to be the end of the line, so we're not going to do a through station. We'd either do a terminus or a row. One or the other, right? There we go.
I keep forgetting that I actually need to build depots now that breakdowns are on.
Yes, there is a bit of a split in the community about breakdowns. There's some people that don't mind it. There's some people that quite enjoy the extra challenge, and there's some people that think that it brings no challenge at all and just gets in the way. And I think all of those opinions are valid.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm going to do it so that the station is length balanced. I don't normally do my rows in this manner. Right, let's turn the local authority zone off this. That's something as well. I think that should happen. I think this zone toggle, I feel like it should only be on whilst the window's open. Like when you close the window, I think the zone should go off again. But maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me.
No, I think that's reasonable. I recently programmed myself in labels that always show on the screen above the station sign for how much cargo's waiting there, which completely changes the game for me. I love that.
And what sort of is that a new giraffe then?
That is just entirely going into the game's source code and messing with that.
Oh, right, yes.
Back at the C++ level.
Magic.
Yeah, it's not in a state where anyone would consider actually allowing it into the code base, but it works for me.
Yes. Oh no. How long's that? 8. I'm trying to make this nice and sweeping, but I think everybody's going to hate me. Let's have a look. Let's get rid of these bits and do a big diagonal. See, that turnaround section there is so big, I think we can probably get some depots in, eh? There could be an option for it, says chat. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You think the depots are actually home for fairies? Right, cheer. Oh, dear. Welcome to the Hellish Zone, indeed. Let's see. Amelia says, I was only thinking of the idea because I knew the IRL UK rail network has some areas of the main line with a quad line. I mean, yeah, do we have any quad line on this? I don't think we have any quad line, do we? Oh no. Oh no, we've got some deadlock. Oh my goodness, the whole train network's come to a halt.
Where?
At Network 3000. At Rumfingwell. No trains are moving at all.
That can't be good.
Oh, hang on a minute. Trains appear to not be able to leave Great Runborn East. Oh, I think I've spotted what it is. Right, here we go. Right, let's see if chat can figure it out. I'm not telling. DJ almost got it right. Yes. No, Franderman, almost right. Crunchy, almost right. Station list. The station is too short. Now, some people might be going, hang on a minute. Surely, right? Train's too short, train too long, station too short. That's the same thing. No. Franderman's got it. It's because of the platform ends. This station used to be long enough. Right? This station used to be long enough, and then somebody came in and modified the station with the British platform set. They put the buffers on the end, which shortens the station. The trains got stuck on the platforms because they can't exit the end of the platforms and go on the outline. And we've ended up with a tailback through the entire network, which has gridlocked the entire Network 3000 network. All the trains are just stuck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in the back of the station here, remove some of the buildings, and actually push the station backwards. And that should fix it. God, it took me a moment to realise what's going on there, and it's my game. Not OpenTTD is not my game. The game that we're playing is the game that I'm running. Oh, I don't want people to think that I'm a dev.
Already too late.
It's too late. Oh dear. There we go. Right, so now I've moved the buffer stops further back. The train can get to the back of the station and now exit properly. I feel like I need a little bit of Milky Bar after that. Oh, that was stressful. Definitely stressful.
I miss Milky Bar.
I get it sometimes. When I pick my daughter up from school, there is a co-op not too far away. And we do something we call yellow label hunting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's where you go in and you find the stuff that's about to go out of date. And you buy, like... Today we got a punnet of plums for 18 pence.
That is a good find in today's economy.
So we had one each and threw the rest in the freezer. Job's a good one. Food doesn't get wasted. We get plums for 18p. But whilst we were in there, I noticed the Milky Bar was on a discount special offer. Not yellow label, special offer. So I thought I'd treat myself because it's been quite a tough week. No, tough, is that the wrong word? It's been extra busy, which I suppose makes it tough. Lots of breakdowns now. Yeah, but don't worry. That network is a good network. It will sort itself out. The only problem is, do we have that problem at other stations? And I think we do, you know. Look at this platform here that Kevin DeB put in. These trains, how long... Oh, my control key's stuck down. How long are these trains? These trains are... Oh, I've forgotten I need to buy a new keyboard. I keep forgetting. Length of these trains. I don't think the station window actually tells you... sorry, the train window tells you the length of the train. You have to put it in a depot to find out the length of the train, don't you? That would be a nice feature to have, wouldn't it? Let's add that to the list. No, that's my to-do list. There we go. So they recently added the performance, the horsepower per ton. That's a relatively new feature. But it looks like these stations are also too short. Because... Oh no, actually... I think it might just make them load slower. We'll have to come back over here sometime soon. It might just be that we just remove the buffer stops and leave the rest of the stuff that's been going on. But we'll have to have a look. Right. Black Friday and Cyber Monday just passed. Missed the ideal opportunity to find a bargain on a new keyboard. That is true. However, there is that is true. That's just true. I'm still trying to find exactly the ones I want. Did the icons that get on that line get upgraded from short to long ones? Locos. No, the locos didn't get changed, I don't think. Yeah. We'll add Hellish had trains to the network. I don't know. Maybe we should take bets. We can't bet Hellish points. It's not allowed. I will. Before the end of the stream, we're gonna have a train on this network. Look, we've got a station here now. Okay, we've got a station at each end and a couple of stations in the middle. For me, that's a good point to start at, right? Let's get the signals on the end of the platforms here. There we go. And let's get a signal here and drag it along. Now, I did say it would be a relatively good place for a depot, right? And I think I found an interesting way of doing it. What if we kind of shoot off here and then kind of branch out this way? Obviously, I'm having to build up the land and make an embankment. There we go. Now, the problem is the depot can only be so far away from the split. And it's not a set length. It's to do with pathfinding penalties. But it's around 16 tiles, depending on a number of factors. Now, the reason why I think it could have problems is it's got this diagonal in here. You know what? Because of the length of the diagonal, I'm not going to do it like this. The trains might have problems pathfinding to that. I could use like waypoints maybe and just be like, hey, if you need a service going here. Or conditional orders. But the problem is, as soon as you put a conditional order in, or an order in at all, which a depot... which has a depot in it, then that's it. You've had it. It will not go and service automatically, which personally I don't like. But I'm not going to complain too much. There we go. So I've added like an inner slip, so the trains can come into these depots. That might be too far away. Length 7 there on a diagonal and length 4 might be alright. We need depots. We do need depots, yes. But I always build them last, okay? So I tend to do stations. Then I tend to join those bits up and do the junctions and then put the depots in. Don't need to tell it to go to the depot, just a waypoint. Oh, so yeah, you could do a conditional order with a waypoint, and then if it needs to service, it will do. That's a good point, actually. Conditional orders do get round the make it go to a depot order thing. Ah, very good. Right. Let's check in with my guests who have, like I said previously, we've got H and David. Who should we pick on first? Let's see how those iron ore trains are getting on. Well, I can see one of them just unloaded and got £66,000. So that's very good.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should connect another iron ore mine up and pick the one with 18 tons output.
18.
18.
You're being optimistic, are you?
I decided, let's go with the one next to it, which has, what was it? 58 and truck the 18 tons over.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I'd just hook them in. The production will go up eventually, right? That train that delivered was actually your first train to deliver on that line.
So maybe soon it will be time for that factory.
Yeah, I think so. You've apparently the steel mill did 720 tons of steel, and 76% of it was transported to somewhere. But but to where? Has it? Hang on a minute. You've got a steel train full of steel.
Yeah.
But it hasn't made any.
Because the factory is missing. No
So
unloading.
does it? Yes.
Do you
So
want
I think.
to put the factory in?
Oh, shall you do the honors?
Okay.
We're waiting. We're watching. We're keeping an eye out.
Scrolling.
Yeah. There we are.
Factory. Found new industry. Do we want power plant? Oil refinery? No, let's do factory.
Oh yes, a factory is exact. Imagine if you put the wrong thing in the right place, and then we.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Let's try to put it.
There we go. Oh, you couldn't get that much closer to the sawmill if you tried, could you? Fantastic. The question of today is, will Hellish... Oh, no, that's not the chat I wanted to read. New shirt idea. I'm at least 0.7% sure I'm Master Hellish isn't over TTD Dev. No, we don't need that. I actually have a T-shirt that says, I am not an open TTD Dev. So there we go. So if I've got the T-shirt, it has to be true, right? All right, now accept steel. You're looking good now.
Nice. That's a win.
So we haven't named this hub after a viewer plus subscriber, and we've just added the factory, so we've got stuff coming in. The only thing we haven't got yet is the goods being taken out, I believe. Yeah, 0% of the goods have been going from the sawmill and stuff. So I think this is a good opportunity to bring up the wheel and spin it on all the viewer plus subscribers and get your name in the game. That's one of the benefits of being a viewer plus subscriber. You sometimes get your name in the game. And you get thank you listings and all of that sort of good stuff. So let's spin the wheel now on all 132 viewer plus subscribers, and hopefully I fix the wheel. There we go. Now there is a bit of a problem with the wheel, and that is the names are so bunched together you can't really read them. And I think I might have to make the font smaller if there's more than a certain number of options. But it does tell us the winner anyway. Mr. Steed, there we go, Mr. Steed. Thank you very much for being a viewer plus subscriber and supporting the channel. There we go. Let's get your name in the game. Unless you're already in. Let's just double check. I don't think you are this season. No, I am not seeing your name in the game. So let's go over to my chat. There we go. And the North Goods hub is going to get renamed. It's not really North either. If I remember the compass is... Now let me draw on the screen. Draw on the screen? There we go. If I remember, the compass in OpenTTD follows the grid lines, not the screen. So it's like that. Where North is kind of the top left edge of the map. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. No, North is up, says Laura Lil.
Yeah, in terms of... I can't remember what anything that calls anything north-south apart from the station names. And that uses the top corner.
I've just been told North is up. Look, I did a bunch of experiments. Hang on, let me get this name in here. Okay, right. This is going to be the Mr. Steed... Oh, click on the screen would help. The Mr. Steed Goods Hub, right? So you can all come up with a brilliant name for this Goods Hub involving Mr. Steed. Right, okay. It's up in the manual. Right, I don't care what the manual says, right? I did a bunch of testing, right? I went to a bunch of towns, and I went around the towns, and I built, right? I built stations, right? And you can see how you've got south, north, east, and west. Now, every now and then, they're really, really wonky, right? Like, this one's actually got a massive wonky piece in it. Can I get my mouse cursor in the right place? So, you can actually draw a line between the west and the east station. And you can draw a line from the south up to that line. Now, in this particular one, for some reason, the north is over here. Now, you might say, well, okay, that indicates north is actually up at the top of the map. But when I did my testing on multiple towns, it came out that nearly all the time, east and west followed the grid lines this way, and north and south followed the grid lines that way. So maybe in the manual it says the top is north, and maybe in the code they reference the top as north, but when the stations are being named, it seems to follow the grid lines in this pattern. Now, we could do it a bit more to try and get a more accurate result, and we could argue about it, but I've got some trains to make, so let's...
What time were you demonstrating on?
Time? Town? Oh, Tendingbury.
Endingbury?
10.
Pendingbury.
Yeah. You're on the iPad, so you can't check the code right now. Yeah, so the code might refer to the top as north in some comments or some function names and things. But I've noticed when you place the stations, that doesn't really appear to be the case.
So it's the top corner. I mean, when it's naming the stations, it goes by diagonals. If X is positive and Y is positive compared to the town name tile, then that's how it works. But I can definitely imagine if it's on the line, I don't know how it handles that. So it could look... Anyway, this isn't very interesting to talk about. Let's talk about trains.
Well, you can see here, I've just done another test, and you can see that west has ended up at what I would call north, but south has ended up at what I would call south, and we haven't got...
Name? Sorry, I'm not watching the stream simultaneously.
Yeah, Trenfingley.
Trenfingley.
So we got west up at the top and south. So south has been like southish. I don't know whether it's the way that I'm placing the stations or something, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. So yeah, west is technically towards the left because it's right on the line where it counts as west, and where's south.
Fantastic.
I would definitely call that east, but it's right on the line.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's what it's saying.
I did a whole bunch of testing, and based on my random testing, I decided that the north, south, east, west seem to follow the grid lines. Now, I'm quite happy to be wrong about that, but that's what my testing seemed to indicate. Right, we've got a couple of things to deal with. We've got a train whistle for Thomas. And looking at the time, I probably shouldn't have done that one. That's going to be the last live train whistle of the night. We'll do... do I have... I don't think I have a button for past 9 o'clock train whistles, so we'll have to be careful about that. What was the other thing? Oh yes, and also Thomas purchased the name a train. So shout out in chat what you'd like that to be called, and we'll name a train. And I might actually even get a train built this live stream. You never know. We need to get some more depots in. That is very true. We do need more depots. So I'm going to put some depots here. I'm going to just do the ones that I tend to do these days, which are the quite streamlined double humpy depots. And then we'll come back to see how our factory's doing, and we'll actually maybe actually deliver some goods. You never know. Right. So how many iron ore mines now have you got connected up, H?
5 or 6.
Okay. I mean, you've connected up more stations than I have this stream, that's for sure.
You've also built the Grand Canyon next to Great Hent Hill.
Yeah. There was a hillock there.
Oh my goodness.
Did not like the look of it.
That's a lot of digging. And then it looks like you're scratching your head now, going like, how can I get this down for a junction?
Yeah, I think the inline is easy because there the grade does not matter because it just goes down.
Right, okay. So, chat has said the same thing that I think you said, David, and that I'm putting the stations on the edge case, and that is potentially skewing my results of my testing.
Yeah, that's right. I can't remember if it has a bias when it's right on the line.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what the situation of that. But apparently some of the chat are not happy about respecting the topography of the landscape, but it's tough. And somebody else, it was Amelia, asked, what about the double hump with bridges instead of tunnels? Bridges have a speed limit. Tunnels don't. So there is a small acceleration penalty, if I remember correctly, in the code for tunnels. But if you're going at top speed anyway, then it doesn't matter. Like the fact that there's a tunnel there is completely irrelevant. I don't know where I picked that up from. I think I just read it on the wiki. I don't think I looked at the code for that. There we go. Right, so that needs to go along for 9, and then we go up. Right, these depots shouldn't take too long to throw in. I can't remember what I asked chat about now. I asked them about something in particular, and it's completely gone. I think it was I was trying to get them to make a decision of some sort. Because apparently I'm incapable of doing that myself. Then I suppose then I can blame them when it all goes horribly wrong. Okay. Right, let's get these signals the right way round. I think I forgot signals on the other depots. Tunnel drag coefficient is deep maths. I don't think it's deep maths in the code. There is an acceleration penalty, says Vadchuk. Yeah. Like I said though, if you're already going at top speed, which you should be in the middle of a long main line like this, then that is irrelevant, right? And because it's irrelevant, then you use tunnels. Because bridges max speed, right? Although a lot of the good bridges, what are their speeds? Have we got a mod for the bridges? I can't remember if we have. Yeah, we have. Okay, so sorry?
Better bridges.
Yeah, we have got the better bridges mod, haven't we? By the way, folks, if you're wondering what mods we've got and what settings we're using, then go to masterhellish.net/S12. There's a link in the stream description. Ah, Gamer Clark's here. Hi, how you doing? Not caught a live stream in a while, just resubbed. Oh, great. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you very much. We're just putting in some depots so I can finally get some trains. I don't think anybody in chat actually thinks that I'm going to end up with a train this live stream, but we'll see. To be honest, I'll be surprised. Imagine if I went a whole live stream without building a single vehicle. It's just infrastructure. What was that challenge that we thought of? Oh, the no signal challenge. Yeah, that's not a challenge. That was the start of a nice idea. It was a nice thought, but it's not going to happen. I mean, if anybody's got...
I think I learned how to use signals from you back when I last got back into this game a few years ago.
I have no idea how you managed that. I am actually in the process of rewriting some of my tutorials. So there's going to be some new versions coming out. One of the reasons I'm doing that is I've learnt a lot, so I can do a better job of it, both on the production side and on the actual knowledge of what's going on. Mm-hmm. The no path signal challenge. Now that you might be able to do. You would probably have to just extensively use entry and exit signals, right? And block signals in between. But what was I saying? Yeah, but I'm hoping that the production quality will go up, as well as the knowledge that's in them will improve. And yeah, I'm hoping that they'll be very useful, but I'm holding back a little bit until version 15's out, because I don't want to make a tutorial video and then have the game look different to what the game looks like, because the main menu's changing, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, significantly.
So
all the settings are in different places and everything.
Yes. So I don't want to do a tutorial that says, oh, yeah, change this setting here and this setting here, and then end up with 7,000 messages from people saying, that setting's not where you said it was. And I'm like, well, I know that now, you know. So if I know... I mean, obviously the game changes, and that's brilliant. It is amazing that the game is still continuing to be improved and iterated upon. But if I know that there's changes coming up that are going to affect the videos that I'm doing, I am going to just not do that video and hold it in reserve for a while. I built these depots too close together, and I don't know what to do now. Oh no, what do I do? Oh, I know. Simple answer. Just change the usage of the line over. The depot line becomes the through line, and the through line becomes the depot line. There we go. Does that work? I think it does. Yeah, I think that's okay. There we go. Yes, that's good. Okay, good. Whew. Put the tunnel in the middle, said DJ. Yeah, me and DJ got there. Yes. Somebody suggested something about 1 to 2 hours ago. I'm not quite sure what that was. Was it the no path signals challenge? New tutorials in the playlist. It's handy knowing which is updated. I mean, when I put a new video out, I will announce it, and if you've got notifications turned on YouTube, which you should, you'll find out about it. So you'll find out from that point of view. Obviously, if you come over to my Discord, there's all the news and announcements, including which new videos are out. And what I do, so I'll just quickly explain this. We'll get back to the gameplay in a second. Is that I have that tutorial playlist, and whenever a video gets replaced, the old video will get set to unlisted, and the new video will get put in its place, right? So the YouTube tutorial playlist is always the definitive list of these are the videos you should watch for all of what you need to know, right? So it depends on the content of the videos. Sometimes the order of the playlist changes, and sometimes when a new video comes in, you might find that 2 old ones get taken out. Or it happens the other way around. Like 1 old one might disappear, or 2 new ones come in. So just think that playlist is the source of truth, and whatever is in that list should be correct and in a sensible order and have all of the stuff in it. You don't have to worry about old videos being in there. They get removed and set to unlisted. Not that people really use playlists very much these days on YouTube. It's it can be somewhat surprising how little people use playlists. I think I saw playlist use just plummet over the last few years. It's just whatever's in people's feeds these days. I'm going to have to bribe this town. I'm not going to get found out, though. Oh, I'm going to have to bribe them again. Okay. Oh, I got found out. Oh, I got found out. It's all right. I can still do this. In fact, I think I can actually just still do it. I can. Okay, you don't need that corner of land. Huh. Good. One thing I am looking forward to version 15 for is getting rid of the forbidden bit of track. That's the
forbidden bit of track.
Yes, the forbidden bit of track. That's the bit of track that goes between 2 double depots.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean that's a name that I've just called it. I mean it's you know, it's nonsense really. But I call it that to try and get people into the mindset of saying, oh, I should really remove that. Because if it's there, it doesn't directly cause any problems itself. But if a lost train ends up in one of those depots, it can end up going backwards and forwards straight between the depots because it doesn't know where to go. Mm-hmm. And if you remove that piece of track, it forces it to continue down the line, and then usually it becomes unlost.
Makes sense.
And I think the developers or somebody caught onto that and was like, yeah, let's make it so when you do a double depot, it doesn't automatically add that bit of track in for you.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I've done the depots. I've done the depots. Right. Oh, WeeW says 187 people watching, only 84 likes. Come on, everybody, you can do it. You can press that button. I believe in you. If we get to I was going to say if we get to 200 concurrent viewers, we'll do an extra 15 minutes or so. But there's only two. We're only two off that target. I'm going to get some trains in. If you two, I know I said to the two guests that I plan to be 2 hours long. If either of you need to get going, that's fine. You let me know. But we're going to keep going for a little while if that's okay.
Oh, I could do this all day.
Oh well, there we go. 24-hour OpenTTD challenge, right? Okay, let's get some trains in. So I'm going to first of all go to this depot, and I'm going to clone one of the original trains that's on this line. Now this one hasn't got buffer stops, so it's not a problem. And the train length is 11.8, which I remember, if I remember correctly, the train length is 12. But I usually make the station spread a little bit bigger. Finally, trains! Hellish, not a dev, but influencing the devs. Like, as much as anybody else, right? The devs listen to the community as a whole. Right, so let's get rid of the orders. I'm going to tell these trains... Oh, I've just had a good idea. Right, we're going to go from the south end of this network to the north end of the network. And we're going to do that non-stop, right? So in theory, we should try and avoid Fort Chondhattan Ridge Woods. Wow, that's a brilliant station name. But then... we're going to do the same route again, but actually deliberately go there on the way there, and on the... No, actually. Should we do it so we go on the way there on one route? No. And on the way back, right? So we're doing the same route twice, and on the second route, we go through here. Now, it'll be interesting to see whether the trains go that way or not, when they don't need to. But I'm going to clone this. Was I holding control? No, I was not. So I'm going to delete the train. The entire train. Oh, I did it again. Fiddlesticks. Right. Hold control and clone it. That means they've got shared orders. If you don't know how to use shared orders, learn. It'll be the best skill you've ever learned in OpenTTD. Yes. Jason says OpenTTD version 16 should officially have evil fish. We have actually got a script in my GitHub which has got an evil fish challenge in it. So I think the challenge is to delete all of the rivers or something. And it's like, how fast can you delete all the rivers? So you've got to make the best railway network or train network or transport network as quickly as possible to make as much money as quickly as possible, so you can then go around the map deleting all the rivers, and there's a counter. Now, I haven't played it yet myself. It's something I do want to have a look at, but it's on my GitHub, so either go to the bottom of my website or look at my link tree, and there's a link to my GitHub with that script there. I didn't write it, but one of the community contributed that. There we go. Trains are all on way. The trains are on their way. We have trains, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Don't forget the name of train. Yes, we do need to name the train. I looking through the chat, I don't see Thomas saying what they wanted the train to be called. Oh, the Polar Express. That was it. Here we go then. The first train on this particular line, I'm renaming. Apparently that one's called Oz's Crazy Train, but that's because somebody else renamed that. So there we go. The Polar Express. Right, I need to catch back up with chat now. What's people been saying? People are saying choo-choo. People are saying trains. You just heard a real train horn in the distance when I sent the train out. You see, I arranged that. I did arrange that. Right, we're going to let this train go to the station, pick up some passengers and stuff, and then head up north. While we're waiting to do that, let's go see how the others are getting on. Again, we'll start again with H and see what's happening. So they've got a whole load of iron ore mines hooked up now, including this one that goes horrifically through this landscape with this little bridge going over the top. Has that bridge got a name?
No. Something that can be named.
Maybe it could be named. If I remember correctly, we've got two things to name as for a viewer plus subscribers. in this stream because the wheel wasn't working before. But your main line is going a very long way. Where are you going to terminate that?
Well, currently it terminates at the 18-ton mines, but it could go all the way down the coast.
I mean,
Or it could turn inland.
Yeah, I think turning inland's probably a good idea, and the reason for that is you're going to get too close to the other goods hub, and then you're going to be taking iron ore away from that hub. So, yeah,
maybe towards Planford?
Planford. Let's see. So if we come out this way, head down here near Bunning Pool. I'm not seeing Planford, but let's have a look in the town directory. Plenford, if I heard you correctly.
Yeah.
Plen?
Yes.
Okay,
5,000 inhabitants.
So it's just my terrible eyesight then. Plen, 5,000 inhabitants. Plen Hill? No, that's not it.
No, it's a ford, but there's no river.
Why am I not seeing this in the list? Do I need to fix my glasses, chat?
What's the name, Hart?
Planford.
Plenford?
Planford. Yeah. Also place a sign. So the sign list is easy.
Let's go with the sign list. Sign list. Oh, Planford. Oh, it's an A, not an E.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can see it now. There we go. Right, there's the town. Oh, I see. Yeah, and I think if we look at the map, yeah, that's about halfway as well. So I think that would be a good place to go for. So yes, people in chat are talking about the size of the map. This map is 4 times bigger than Season 11, but it's not the maximum size, no. It is a quarter max. Oh, what? How are my trains doing? Where are my trains? Oh, my first trains are heading north. Ah, here we go. Right. So the first train's about to head up to this junction. Now, it doesn't need to turn right. So in theory, it shouldn't do. Let's see what happens. Oh, my goodness. I've got more Milky Bar. Ah, right. It didn't turn right. That's good. I've got a little bit more Milky Bar left over than I thought I was going to have. There we go. Welcome everybody to the stream. I hope you are having a good evening. Just a quick shout out. We have a public game of OpenTTD on December the 13th starting at 3 o'clock UK time. There's a stream scheduled for it on YouTube. There's an event scheduled on Discord for it. So check that out if it's something you'd be interested in. Let's see. Twitch chat says, hello Hellish. Yeah, hello. Hello Grom55. Thanks for bringing you back to TTD. Well, that's what we like. One of the things I like to see as well is where I post my shorts on Instagram and stuff and TikTok as well as YouTube, because why not, right? And you get so many people going, oh wow, OpenTTD on TikTok, this is cool. And that's nice to have that sort of reaction. You'll be traveling for work? Oh no, Gamebreaker Zero. Maybe you could watch as you're traveling? I'm not sure. Right, we've got this station up here with nothing in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some depots and then some more passengers. And so let's get that in there. Depots. Tunnel. Track. There we go. Right, okay. I might... Yeah, I'm going to do this exit a little bit different because... I'm going to do it like that because we've got these other lines coming in here. Doing this prevents a certain amount of unnecessary kinking. Now, a little bit of kinking is fine. There's nothing wrong with just like one little kink within a train length, right? But if you're going to do a lot of kinking, especially unnecessary kinking, you want to avoid it, right? Sorry, David?
Nothing. Carry on. Carry on with your kink talk.
I'll keep my mouth shut. Oh dear. There we go. Right. Oh no, not quite. didn't quite get the depots in. There we go. And it would help if I put the signals in as well. I think you can get away without signals here. It's just, it just runs a little smoother if you do. There we go. Right. Can we clip that? Oh, that's a good point, everybody. We actually need more clips, in all seriousness. So if you're watching one of my videos or one of my streams and you see something funny or interesting, use the YouTube clip feature. Not only does that help share it amongst the community, but it can end up being used for shorts and also my Be Right Back segments, like this one. Ooh. I mean, I'm not actually Be Right Back right now, I was just showing you. And that one's Skyrim, right? So we need to replace that with some trains or something. Okay, so we're going to go from Compton Woods and have a new rail service. So let's get a train cloned. Oh, there we go. There's a train. And that one cost 69,000. We're going to remove all the orders and we'll start at this station. Then I think what we'll do is we'll come down and go to that station, back up to the middle station, and then come all the way over here to that station and back to the middle station. I think that'll be a nice little loop. Did you build statues? No, I didn't. Have you two been building statues?
Oh, I forgot to do that.
Not.
Oh, you've been. That's it. You two, you're sacked.
Statue's going up right now.
Okay. We'll have a statue-a-thon in a second. We'll just go in crazy with some extra statues. Let's do that now.
How useful they are for 1 month.
You are? What do you mean 1 month?
I've only known how useful they are for 1 month of my life. I didn't realise they made that much of a difference before I actually looked at the code.
They're actually really good. Like that flat 10%, it's just like, yeah, 10% better. What?
And it never drains. It's never an advantage that goes away over time like everything else.
It's just like, here you go. Everything's better. And we have actually looked at doing scripts that would like list all the towns that you have stations in where you don't have a statue. Now, it is possible to make a script that would add the statue for you, but we felt that that would be like a step too far.
Yeah, it's what we've said multiple times this stream, that you've got to make sure that you don't optimize away the game.
Yes. Click to TTD, right? So what I thought would be a good thing to do is in the town directories, they have this little face symbol next to the town that shows you your local authority rating with that town. But, and that was my initial thing, because I thought, oh, if you've got a local authority rating, obviously you're doing passengers and stuff there, you could have a little symbol for if there's a statue. So then you can actually go to the list and have a look and click on them and build them if you need to. But that fell to pieces because you can get a local authority rating without actually having any transport there, just by destroying land. There's a good example on screen now. We've got the East Goods Hub, which we called We Hub Ya, and Baz Hill has a rating, and a medium rating, even though we're not doing any transport there. So then I thought, well, what about if you have something on the station list? So you have a station, and then if you haven't got a statue of a company owner in the town for that station, there's a little icon. But maybe there's a toggle button at the top to turn that on and off. There seems to be a little bit of room where that could potentially be added. Like the minimum size for the station window allows for a lovely little button here where you could just like have a little statues button. And when you press it, it would like highlight the stations that haven't got a statue. That's maybe where I would go on that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there we are.
In one of CRPG Addict's articles, who is another excellent sort of retro game writer, I think it's Eye of the Beholder 3, where they added an all-attack button, which he was looking forward to because it makes combat so much easier. And all it did was make him realise combat is really boring.
You've got to be really careful with the amount of game that you do. All right. I've just realised at one end of the network we've got buses doing transfers, but in the middle and the end we haven't. So I'm going to work on that now. Going to get a bit of a transport network put in. It's kind of what we're here for, right? All right. Before I continue too much with that, though, I'm going to check on H's steel trains. Are they making any money? Let's find out.
Yeah, so one deliver. Not
Group.
sure how well it stacks up, but it makes some money.
I mean, I was going to say it looks terrible, but then I realised it was still January, so we were having to look at. We'll look at last period instead of this one, and the 235,000 for 2 trains. That's not too bad. That's quite good indeed. And your iron ore trains. Let's have a look at the iron ore trains as well. So we're grouping by shared orders. You got some with 2, some with 3, presumably based on the distance that they have to travel. Ones that have paid. Some of them are in profit, just about, and one of them is doing really well. But I think that was the first ones you put in. So because of the long distance you're going with relatively long trains and relatively small iron ore mines, they're taking a while to actually get rolling. Yeah. But once they do get rolling, they do well.
I have not really balanced them. I just put some down so to keep the mines going, but that definitely needs to be checked up on.
Oh my goodness, David! How many bus stations have you put in these towns? They're tram stops. Are those trams just dropping off and picking up at every stop? Not,
yeah,
they're not.
There's a giant loop around the Connor Basin. That's what it's called. All the way around the river.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and
This is why I'm not in charge of the buses in real cities. I'd have no idea.
Yeah, you know what? It's amazing how much playing games like this, OpenTTD and City Skylines and this sort of thing, you look at real life situations and town planning and stuff, and you go, I reckon I've got some good ideas. You drive through one of the villages in the UK where I live, and you just look at the car parks, and you're like, well, actually, if you closed that car park and closed that one and used that empty space between them to build a new car park, you would end up with more car parking, an actual market town square. You'd move the traffic away from the school and still have access to both of those places, and the town hall could be expanded. And you sit there and it's like, yeah, I could figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Only costs $500 to bulldoze somebody's house.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that for that particular example, nothing would need to change apart from adding the car park and removing the other ones. There was all the road infrastructure and space to do it already, which made me think even more, why hasn't this been done?
Mm-hmm.
It was like that time that we sat down for I think it was a LAN party, and was like, I know, let's play Farming Simulator for a little while, and we ended up playing it for ages. And after we played that, I think you got a renewed appreciation for all the different farm vehicles there are. And when you're driving around and you see the farm vehicles in the fields, you're going, oh yeah, that one's doing that job, or he's doing this thing. Bringing in those crops or tilling the soil in such a way. Yeah. Still the money and planning permission. Yeah, I know, but what I meant was in this particular scenario, there were no, obviously everything needs money and everything will need the planning permission and designs and so forth. But there was no major things in the way. You wouldn't have to knock a hotel down to do it. Or you wouldn't need to build a bridge over a motorway. It was build new car park, get big advantage. But what I specifically was talking about. God, my voice is going. I need to drink. But what I was specifically talking about was the fact that you play all these games, and I think it then bleeds into real life, unfortunately.
Oh, have you seen? I can't pronounce his name, but Zoran Mandani. Someone they found an issue of a PC magazine where he was talking about SimCity 3000 in a letter. So he played SimCity 3000 and he went professional.
That's a cracking
The-
story.
the mayor
I've done
of
the
New-
opposite.
The mayor of New York, for people who aren't in America.
Wow. SimCity 3000 was my favourite SimCity. It was. Yeah. It was definitely my favourite one. Right.
I haven't really played any beyond 2000. In fact, I've never played any except SimCity 2000.
Oh, the local authority hate me. I put the roads in before I built the bus stations.
Oh, that's a classic mistake.
Yeah, that deserves a counter. That deserves a counter. What we got? Why have we got a counter that says deaths this stream and it's set to 140? We've got some pretty weird counters, haven't we? Oh dear. You played SimCity since the first one. It shouldn't be trusted with any city planning. I didn't say you'd be good at it. Okay, what we might do is just ignore these towns for a little while. Can I put the let's have a look. Oh no, look, there's so many trees already. We'd have to bribe them. We would. They don't really want to have to do that. Let's do the other end, and we'll do it correctly without like annoying them too much. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some station. A local authority already refused to allow it. What am I doing with my life with all these local authorities refusing to allow absolutely everything? It is ridiculous.
Yeah, trees are so deadly in this game that the reach of local authorities is so far beyond what you expect, and you lose. I think it's 35 reputation points out of a maximum of 1,000 for every tree tile you destroy.
Yeah, and I don't know if it changes by the number of trees that are on the tile or not.
It doesn't. It's a flat 35.
Ah, right, okay.
But
Well,
the other way round, you get 7 reputation points back for putting a tree down, but it doesn't count if there are trees already on the tile.
Yeah. We discovered that if a tile was completely empty and you just like destroyed it, doesn't actually affect the town rating at all. You can go around just bombing empty tiles, and the local authority don't care in the slightest. Okay. Even farmland they don't care, says DJ. Yeah, farmland isn't one of the things they care about. They care about trees, they care about roads, they care about buildings, bridges and tunnels. And they also care about stations that are unserviced. But the farmer might get mad. That's a good point. The farmer might get mad. But no, local authority do not care if you bomb nothing or if you blow up farmland. See, this local authority hate me as well. Oh, they think I'm appalling. Wow. Well, I've just managed to bribe them up to good, so let's get some stations in. And if they'll let me, I need to fix this divot. Do I? No, this divot. Can I do that with that building there? Yes. Okay. Yep, that's good. Connect that up. So, which one do I have to bribe now? It's just this one, I think. They think I'm appalling. Ah, I've been found out. Although I've been found out at very poor. Which I think still allows you to build something. No, it doesn't. It's poor that allows you to build something.
Yeah. You might be able to bump it over with some trees.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of room, but I'll give it a go. Oh, no, because I've been found out. Oh, no, when you've been found out, it resets to negative 2,000, doesn't it?
200, yeah.
Oh, is it 200? Yeah. So can I still go up from there with trees? Whilst I'm in the you've been found out period. Yeah, I've gone up to medium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I always used to avoid planting trees on farmland because I thought they would like overall get annoyed at me before I knew that farmland was just something that they didn't care about.
Yeah, you would think so, yeah.
Never mind. Okay, so I want a road station there and there and there. Okay. Right. Ah, very nice. This is what I like to see. A nice station. All connected up. I mean, this station's coverage has got like 2 buildings in it. So there's nobody waiting there really. And all these trains aren't going to make any money. But I'm thinking about the future. Oh, they refuse to allow that as well. I'm thinking about the future. Okay, I'm going to have these services all set up. And it's going to make a lot of money. It's what I keep telling myself. There we go. Right, so we've got a few connections made there. Let's, oh, they let me blow that bit up. They're very picky about what they'll let you blow up, aren't they? It might have been actually my road in the first place, so that's not too bad. Okay. Right, I think I have all of my connections in this town done, so I can get my vehicles in. Where shall I put my vehicles? Let's put a couple of depots in, because we want to give them the opportunity to service. Right. The reliability of our bus is now up to 89%. Oh, wait! The game started, everybody!
Oh, 1950!
1950! We've just gone past 1950. The game actually started. Oh, dear.
We're only stuck with the NPS Regal bus for another 1,000 years.
I can't remember when the next one comes along. Okay. Making sure I go through each of these stations in turn. So I get a nice, wonderful orders list. There. Right, so Fring Fing Bridge North should be every other order in this list. And if I use my shortcut key to tell them to transfer and leave empty, there we go. That looks good to me. And then I can clone it. I'll do it again, holding control. We'll get a few going. And the good news is we can copy the orders for the mail truck. And I don't have to do it again. There we go. Lovely. The game has started. And somehow we've got 1.3 billion in the bank account. Yes. Oh dear. Can only get into one of the stops at Flemping North. Oh yeah, I didn't put the extra little bits of road in. So like here, here. There we go. Local authority refused to allow it. Can I get more trees in there? They think I'm appalling? What have I done apart from provide them a service? I don't know how unappreciative you can get as a local authority. That's probably about it, the worst you can be. Oh, we've got some farmland down here we can destroy with trees. Okay, we're still appalling. Bit of land down there. We're still appalling. Wow, we must have been very negative to get to that level of appalling. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't even bribe them because I'm still within my you got found out by bribing. So I can't fix that bit of road. Never mind. The rest is working. We can come back over here shortly. There's now passengers actually waiting at the station, so that's good. Let's see. Don't forget to... Yeah, I got the stations connected now. We're all right. So now I'll come back over here and I'll see if these places will allow me. No, they still think I'm appalling as well. Right, well, let's flood the area with trees. Boom. Trees. Okay, so there was some trees that got put in. Not that many, though. Ugh. Okay. One station. Okay, I got 2 stations in that town. 3. That's not too bad. That station would be too close to that one, so I won't put it in. I don't want that one there. Okay. No, now they hate me. Right. Of course. So this is getting a bit of a theme. And some of it has been my fault. I'll raise my hand up for that for sure. What's even worse is they won't even let you extend existing stations.
Yeah.
Which I think is a little mean. I'm going to break my rule a little bit and have a spread station. Oh, the local authority refuses to allow it. Right. Oh, it's this one. They think I'm very poor. Right. Let's... That's a bit weird, because I tried to do a spread station, and the local authority won't allow it. Oh, it's Teddington local authority won't allow it. But I'm trying to connect it to Coddington Wood Station, right? So surely if I'm holding control, I should at least get the window to try and connect it to this station, which I think should be in this town's local authority likeness. I mean, even though it isn't, right? Maybe I'm being picky. I'm being picky. I'm definitely being picky. I'm determined. How are these trains doing that I've added? Let's have a look. Oh, those trains are actually not doing very well at all. It's fine. We won't look at how well my trains are doing. We'll look at the other two. Let's have a look and see how David's trains are doing. So, first of all, the trams. You've got 14 trams going round and round, and last period they earned 40 grand. That's
not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's okay. And then on the station nearby, you've got a variety of different metro trains. Some of them are not making money, and some of them are making money. I think one of them is brand new, so we'll ignore them. But then we've got this one by himself that's just waiting for a free path in a depot.
Oh, wait a minute.
What's going on
Oh, wait a minute.
there?
I've also got two that have crashed. Oh, hang on a
What?
minute. That's...
Crashed?
Yep. Okay. Ignore those. Ignore those on the right. Where's the one waiting for free path in the depot? There.
Where's the
it is.
crash? Oh, there we go. Oh, I missed the notification. How did they crash?
I'm not sure, but it must have been me changing over the tracks.
Oh no, that's the second one this season. Is it two trains crashed together? It is. Well, something that I didn't realise is that when the game thinks about crashes in the number of vehicles, like a train crash actually counts as two, because it counts each individual vehicle involved in the incident.
Mm-hmm. I built these lines so appallingly. It's like being at a job interview where you've got to code while someone's watching you. I've just instantly forgotten everything about building a train network.
Instead of you got somebody watching you, there's 200 people watching you.
Yeah. So yeah, I decided to do something different this time and try to make a little metro rail radio network, which isn't great for profits because passengers don't prioritize getting to the big city in the middle like they would in real life. So I meant to prioritize aesthetics over that, and I've just managed to make it extremely ugly as well as extremely inefficient.
Well, I do like the aesthetics actually because it's different. I like to see different things, and it feels quite natural. It feels like it's less like a game that somebody's just come in and gone, "Oh, I'll dig through this hill," which is great for efficiency and it's great for productivity. But it's nice to have a change where that isn't the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did manage to find a train that's completely stuck in a depot, though, so bear with me a second. Oh, no, wait. No, it is out there. Oh, yeah, those two trains. Oh, they were the same. They were on the same group of shared orders as well. Yeah, these metro bits.
I definitely regretted my choice of metro for this because they're far too slow. You can only really make them useful inside towns.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure the intended use of these metros. This Iron Horse set that we're using for the trains is actually relatively new to me. And these trains are just sat here waiting. Have you stopped them?
I don't recall stopping any. Let's see.
They're waiting for a free path. Oh, have you not used one-way signals and the trains are just going on whatever line they feel like?
Oh no, you're joking, aren't you?
Not based on what I just saw.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what
The signal graphics are different in the
Yeah.
metro line, and I couldn't tell which one's which.
So what I just saw, I saw a train coming along the line in this direction for some reason, and it was just going through the back of all these signals, and there was a bunch of trains waiting at this signal going, I can't go where I want to go, mate. And then when that train finally got out the way and went down the other line, they were like, yeah, we're all good now.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. Because I used one-way signals because I wanted a two-way station at Great Grenfield Woods, and then I never set them back. So
I
I'm
do that.
condemned to a lifetime of clicking now.
I mean, you should be able to click and drag, right?
Oh, can I?
Yeah, so if you get the signal tool... Oh, hang on, what's that? Screenshot. I don't want a screenshot. Oh, it's because my control key's broken still. Oh, there we go. Right. I thought my computer had been, like, hacked and had a virus the other day because things kept popping up. And all it was is the control key was stuck down while I was trying to type a sentence. So it was doing shortcuts and things were happening on my computer. And I was getting like, oh my goodness, I've been done. But no, I just need to buy a new keyboard. So yeah, in theory... on the metro line, should be able to get signals, and what's that? That's one way. Oh god, they're so similar. Set the remove tool and control drag. Yeah, it takes it down the entire line to the next junction. So at least you can do it in segments, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, so removing works with dragging as well. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah. Milky Bar contaminated keyboard. No, it's not Milky Bar. I don't know why. I mean, actually, a key being stuck down, in theory, I could just clean it and it might be okay. I haven't tried that, actually. I'll have to put that on my to-do list. Right, what's next? Now, something that's interesting about one of your stations, and I want to ask how it works, is that you've got a station where you've got standard rail going in one side and metro line going in the other, and I don't know, how does that work?
In real life, probably disastrously, but no, this is me halfway between converting to non-metro trains. So I've got about 4 tiles of that station on one end, and everything north is a metro train, and I've converted everything to the south of it, and they're using the other 4 tiles.
You know what? That's really good, actually, because that separates the lines out with them being connected still. So... Fran the Man says, if everybody watching the stream donated £1, Hellish would be able to get a new keyboard. Probably a very good keyboard. That might be the most expensive keyboard I'd ever buy. Although, having said that, I do have the original Logitech G15. And that was, oh, what a keyboard. That was a brilliant keyboard, that. Right, what was I doing? I can't remember now. Oh yes, I'm checking in over here, and we're seeing how things are getting. Oh, look at that! 489 passengers waiting at the station. That is fantastic. And do the town still hate me? They still think I'm appalling, but I can bribe them again. Okay, now they think I'm medium. I can take that one piece of road out, adjust the land, and put the road back to how it should be. There we go. So now, because this end of the situation has approximately 13,000 worth of population going to one station, I'm going to get all the trains that are going to this station and upgrade the orders to say this is where you full load. So we're going to full load here on both of the visits for that train, and for the other trains we're going to full load when we visit there. And it might be that we're going to overdo this particular bit, but never mind. Yes. You still misconnecting the last 2? Oh, yeah. I can do that now as well, can't I? Now that I've put the road in place. There's... Oh, no. Let's get the auto tool. There we go. Now, they're all connected. Yeah, so that's all good.
There's one other shortcut I meant to ask you about that I've seen you use. What's the shortcut for put signals along this line, but in the opposite direction from which I'm dragging?
What do you mean? It always goes the direction you're dragging.
I said the opposite way.
What?
Maybe I just didn't see it correctly, because I thought I'd seen you, because when you put signals in and you do the control drag, you've got to go to one end of your line and do your right hand signals, control drag, and then you've got to go all the way to the other end of the line, and you've got to control drag your signals from that direction. I thought I'd seen you using some shortcut that lets you
Right,
put signals
okay.
backwards.
So all it does is put them down the line based on the first signal that's there already.
Oh, okay.
So if I for mostly for chats kind of viewership, I guess. If I've got a railway line and there's a station on the end here, I'll just build the world's smallest station. And I want to put signals going all the way down the line, but I don't want to go from one end to the other. You just pop the signals in first, then click and drag on the signal that's there, and it will replicate that signal, whatever it is.
That is amazing.
Yes. Rather, I mean, if you just click and drag, I think it will just do it in a particular direction or something. But if you have a signal there already, then that just does it, which is handy. Oh, that train just broke down outside a depot. It's not the best, but never mind. Trains are loading quite nicely. I think I might need more buses. No, that one's empty. That one's got 200 passengers. That one's got 700 passengers. That one's got 6. Okay, I do need more buses. Let's put the buses up to 30. And the mail vans up to... I probably don't need 15, although I've already put 19 on. So let's fix that. That's too many. That's way too many. Oh, I've still got the clone bus symbol thing, even though I am... Oh, no, it's okay. I'm just losing my mind. Right, so we've got 19, so that would get rid of a few of them. Should we have 15 mail vans? There we go. Got a load more coming out there now. Yeah, my Logitech G15, as far as I'm aware, still fully works, but there was some reason why I stopped using it as my daily driver. I can't remember what it was. I forgot again. What? I don't know what I forgot. Don't forget to connect the remaining stations. Stations? Remaining stations. I mean, this station is connected. That station's connected. This station's connected. And that station's connected. So I have no idea what you mean by don't forget. Do you mean like the... are we talking about the... I've lost it now. Here it is. I think I've done it, right? Old chat. Old chat. Okay, yep. Your bus stations don't have road, says Brandon. I think that might be old chat as well. You need to chat more. Right. Oh my goodness, we've gone nearly an extra hour. Let's see if I can fix up the traffic in this place, because they still hate me, right? Yeah, I'm very poor, but I can bribe them now. And I'm now poor, so let's put in a station. Now, unfortunately, putting in a station actually makes your rating go down. I think, because I think it counts as destroying a piece of road tile. Unless you're putting it on the end of a piece of road. Like if you're doing a through road and you're placing it on a piece of road, I think your ratings go down, which is why I managed to get one in the town and then it didn't let me do the others.
Do you know, I did wonder why my ratings were going down earlier, and I think you might be onto something. I'll have to check after this.
Yeah. But I've got all the ones in that town that I want, all the ones on this town, and that one. I think I'm going to skip this town. So let's see. Can I get my other terminus stations in here? No. So Teddington refuses to allow it. So local authority. I'm only very poor. So if I do one bribe, I can put that in. Oh, I forgot to spread station. Oh, and that is now Monding Hatton Springs won't let me put one in. Oh my goodness. These guys are ganging up against me. Okay, I think I've got just enough on this side though. There we go. That I think will do, right? I need to mow the lawn, but I can't stop watching. I'll do it later. Now, you should get jobs done, right? Yeah. What's the penalty for destroying road as opposed to a hidden tree? See, that's one reason not to hide trees, isn't it?
Yep.
Where's my thing gone? Because there's a very good page on the wiki, isn't there? So if you search for local authority, you can get to the local authority page on the wiki. That's not really any use to you, but what you want is the game mechanics page, and that's linked from that page. So, planting a tree... No, not planting a tree. Clearing a tile with trees is minus 35. Destroying a piece of road depends on whether it's an edge piece or an inner piece. An edge piece is minus 18 and an inner piece is minus 50. So it depends on the type of road you're doing. It could be worse or not as bad as a tree. Delete Teddington as punishment. Maybe we should delete them as punishment. This town is now doomed. We're going to connect the entire world except Teddington. Yes. Right, I said we need to name something after a viewer plus subscriber, and we're going to name this network that I'm starting. So in this weird junction here, we'll put a label down, and I'm going to spin the wheel on all the viewer plus subscribers. So we'll spin that now. We'll get their name in the game, and then we'll try and get that bus network all hooked up. Yeah, you just want to just try not to delete stuff, right? Yeah. What scenarios based on real places do you recommend? I mean, I've only played the UK one. I've never really searched out a bunch of places named after, not named, created after real places. But maybe we could get a bunch of them together sometime and have a look. Oh, by the way, folks, I'm starting to plan the next viewers game. We don't have a date for it. It's probably going to be early New Year, so, you know. But we're probably going to do a delivery challenge viewers game. And also, I need to record a video and I need volunteers to play a game of OpenTTD. So watch out on the Discord for both of those things. Make sure you got the OpenTTD role. There's a rules and roles channel. And in there you can go and grab the roles that are appropriate to what you're interested in. So you don't get pinged for absolutely everything. Okay, so there's going to be a delivery challenge viewers game. There's going to be a destruction disaster deathmatch viewers game. And there's going to be a Boomtown or Bust viewers game probably at some point as well. So we've got a few viewers games lined up in there. Some exciting things. But it's a matter of getting them down in my diary. It can be a challenge. Who was it? I missed it. Don't worry. It was Nailtooth. So let's get their name in the game. I don't think they've already got their name in the season. No, they have not. So I'm going to place a sign at this junction. And this is the Nailtooth network. If anybody thinks of a particularly cool name for this network involving Nailtooth, let me know in chat. And remember, we're also naming this goods network after Mr. Steed. Oh my goodness, H, what's going on here?
Where?
Yeah, well, I can see what's going on here. You're bringing in farm stuff by the looks of it.
Not yet. I thought I start with the delivery station and try to figure out where that line should connect to the main line. It will be painful. But
oh my goodness! I can. Yeah, I can. I can see you've got two lines going in there, two lines coming out there, and they come together as four, and then they just kind of crash into the metro line and give up.
Yeah, that's where I'm currently trying to get over or under.
Okay, Shizzlebizzle said need for Steed. I like that. I mean, it's got nothing to do with the goods network, but I still like it. Right, I need to get my vehicles going in here because I think I've got all the different bits and bobs all connected up. Obviously, I haven't actually got any depots in because I always forget that sort of thing. So let's get a few depots in. There we go, road vehicles. And we'll get our buses in and we'll do the big rooty thing that I now do. So let's go from one station to there, to there, to there, to there, backwards and forwards. Picking up in town, dropping off, picking up in town, dropping off, pick up in town, dropping off, picking up in town, and dropping off, pick up, drop off, pick up, drop off, and pick up, drop off. Now, some of these, I haven't added the mail, the freight station. What do they call them? It is, in the game, it's called a lorry station. There you go. It's like people that say boats a lot. In OpenTTD, it ships. It should be. They should refer to them as ships. Just double checking here. It's a bit difficult to see because there's multiple stations with the name of Woods. I think that's because there's a forest nearby. Yeah. Is there any tram available now? Yep, we've got trams available. Look at the available vehicles list. You can see that we've got a small bunch of trams here.
Yeah, they start really becoming useful when you get the articulated ones with more than one carriage. That makes them actually better than buses.
Can you stick them together still? Or is that not possible? I don't think you can.
No, there's no interface to do it.
No, you can. Not like trains. You can do that with trains. Horse-drawn trams. No. Yeah, I think... Ooh... I think Need for Speed might have to be in there. I'm not sure, but I've got this going around now. So let's get these buses started. Then we'll get the mail trucks. Oh no, hang on, wait. Before I get the mail trucks, I need to upgrade some of these stations. So all of these ones are okay. All of those ones are okay. It's just these ones over here. Oh, the local authority don't want to allow it. There we go. Bro, I wonder if there's some way to get like a count of how many bribes there's been. I don't think it's possible in the API for the scripts. You could obviously code it in. Let's see. Very good, very good, very good. Right then, I've got all those buses going. Let's not clone the vehicle. Get the mail truck in, and we'll copy the orders, and then we'll clone the mail trucks and send them on the way. Right, so that is 2 major stations now that I've set up drop-offs at. This one's got over 1,000 passengers waiting, so we need to increase the number of trains going down that part of the network. I think they are a little bit bunched up, but they will slowly separate over time. Open KK in good steed. There's some good suggestions coming through. Let's see. I think I'm going to go for Need for Speed. Just because, why not, eh? So this is the Need for Speed goods network. And over here, this intersection, or this passenger network, we will call Rail Tooth Nail Booth. I don't think that's going to fit. Oh, it does fit. Just... yeah, I can't put a space between that and the name in the brackets, but I've got it in. I've got it. Bluetooth. No. Oh dear. Jason's like, that's me. What did I miss? I had to step out. What? Are you Nail Tooth, or are you Mr. Steed? Are you one of those two? Because I can actually look on the new page that I've got that tells me these things. Let's see. So let's checks okay. Yes. Okay. You're a viewer plus subscriber, Jason, and as such, we spun the wheel, and your name popped up on the wheel, and we put your name in the game. This passenger network is now named after you. So there we go. Advantages of being a viewer plus subscriber. There we go. That location name is missing a H. Yeah, it's because we ran out of characters, Brandon. I like to keep the actual username on the end, because if it pops up again, it's easy to see. Maybe if we spell it incorrectly. Or just take the T and the H off the end, then we can have a space, and instead of that, it can be Railtooth Nailboo. Which is even more ridiculous, but it solves the problem. Why can't we have slightly longer label names, right? Is that is the character limit due to like the number of characters in so many bits or something?
It could be a holdover from the very, very first Transport Tycoon when things like that were at a premium, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not now, but there we are. Best name ever, apparently. I've just lost one of my windows. Bear with me a second. I need to bring it back. There we go. I've got too many windows popping up all over. Well, you know what? I have built the very top of the passenger network. I've connected it to the very bottom of the passenger network. And we have 2 stations connected, interestingly, in the middle of the new passenger network. Now, there's a lot more that we can connect in. There's a lot of space for junctions. There's a lot of large cities left and right. And some area down here. Lots of good options for cities. So this passenger network can still expand. Maybe I'll do that next time. Maybe one of my guests will do it next time. But for now, I think we can say thank you very much to both H and David for doing these very interesting networks. The fact that we've got both the networks that you two were working on kind of interconnecting and overlapping has been quite interesting to see the way that it all comes together. So that is really good to see. So thank you very much, both of you, for joining me.
Thank you very much. It's been nice to be here, and I will sort out this mess that I've made on the north as if I'm ever invited back.
Well, we'll leave the server going for just a couple of moments to make sure that you can at least finish the one bit that you're working on. But thank you very much, both of you. H, thanks again to you as well for joining.
Thanks for inviting me.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah, sure. It's been a while since I played OpenTTD.
Well, I'm glad you did come along and do it. And if anybody wants to come along, you can fill in the form. It's weird, but it seems to be that like every week, 2 people put their name down. And the length of the list of people hasn't actually changed. The kind of waiting list has been constant throughout the entire series, which apart from obviously the first week where people put a load of names down. But there we go. So, like I said, folks, we are going to leave it there for the OpenTTD-ness tonight. Remember, more OpenTTD coming next week, of course, but also on December the 13th from 3 o'clock UK time in the evening, in the afternoon, where we'll be doing a public multiplayer game of OpenTTD. And keep an eye out for all the other great things coming up in that stream. And tomorrow night, we'll be doing Settlers 3 right here on this channel at 8 o'clock, just the same time as this stream started. But for now, that's all from me and the people playing here. Take care. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Ta-ra.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Well, it appears I broke the credits. So thank you very much to all of the Viewer Plus subscribers. Thank you very much to the channel members and, of course, the people that have donated gift subs. Take care, everybody. I will see you all soon. And for now, goodbye.